Ooh, that was fast. Hello, you guys. Can you see us? Hello.
Phone.
Can you guys see us? I don't have us up on my phone right now, so hopefully you guys can see us. I do see the counter. There it goes. It finally goes. It finally goes. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm just going to put this out there that my current county is under a tornado warning. The sirens here have went off in like 3 times. It's north of here. I've been watching the radar. Right. But if the siren goes off again, it's 2 blocks from my house, so you're gonna hear it. You are gonna hear it. But just want to let you guys know that if I disappear for some reason, that might be why. Hopefully, I don't. We're supposed to get some torrential rain. I'm watching the radar right now. It's probably going to be here in like 20 minutes. So, yeah. Anyways, so I got the radar up. I don't have the sale chat up on my phone currently because I'm trying to keep an eyeball on the radar current situation. So, just know, just for tonight. Yeah. Anyway. I know Michigan's under some, I know Illinois has been getting hit hard, and northern Indiana the past couple hours. So we'll just keep an eye on that. All right. Hey, Jason, how are you? I haven't talked to you since last week.
I'm doing good, except, I can see where you're having a bad weather because like yesterday it was in the 80s here and then it was in the 40s today. And then it's going to go back to the 70s tomorrow here in Pennsylvania and then the 80s on Saturday. And then it's going to go down again. Like, come on, Mother Nature. So I'm good. But yeah, I can see where you guys are really taking the brunt of it out there in Michigan because y'all are really flat there around.
It was the same thing here. It was warm for a few days and it was cold and then it was back warm again. It's supposed to warm up again this weekend. So I know. Yeah. That's typical here. That is typical here, though. Michigan always can't decide if it wants to be springtime or summertime or back to the winter. I don't know.
I always joke about Pennsylvania because I'm like, if you don't like the weather, just wait 20 minutes because that's literally how
you wear a coat in the morning and then by the afternoon you have shorts and sandals on. Yeah, that's exactly. All right, I'm gonna scroll all the way. I already know who's here. Super early. It was Miss Lisa Shields was here. Really early bird.
Lisa's beaten them all the past couple weeks. Congratulations,
She's been on the ball. And Chrissy's here. Hey, Chrissy.
Hey, Chrissy.
Good to see you. And top 3 tonight is going to be Miss Shannon Ferrara. Hello, Shannon. Good to see you. Kim is with us this evening. Hey, Kim. Welcome. Yes, if you could, please hit the thumbs up on the broadcast. That would be wonderful. Thank you all for being here. We'll go through the chat. There's Miss Judy. Hello, Judy. You stay safe over on your side of the mitten. I don't know. It's probably headed your way. Probably in the next few hours. It'll probably be over that direction. Miss Kathy Plunkett's here. Hey, Kathy. Good to see you. Minx is here. Hello. KP. Speaking of KP, I have a couple pictures for community share from KP to share after our sale this evening. Let's see. Janet is here. Hello, Janet. Welcome in. Miss Janine. Hey, Janine. Counting down the days to Elkhorn. I can't wait. May. It's the middle of May. So we're getting close. We are finally into April. So yeah, just the countdown has begun. Elaine is here. Welcome in.
And Amy, you'll see there is a note in the chat from Karen. So you'll see.
There's a note in the chat from Karen.
Yeah, okay, she's just saying that Kim's going to cover until they're able to get into the sale. So Kim will be our official bid ender.
Okay, gotcha. All right, Kim's going to bid end for us. Okay, got it. Melanie, good to see you this evening.
Hello, Mel.
Thanks for being here. There's Miss Cindy Lou.
I'm not even going to say it, Amy. I'm assuming you've heard.
Yes.
Okay. If you haven't, I'll let you know. But I think you did. Okay.
There's Jason's mom. Hi,
hello,
Linda.
Mom.
Good to see you. Let's see. I have not seen Mama Pam in the chat yet. Scroll. There's Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hello, Brian. How are you?
There's Miss Caroline. Hello, Caroline. Mary, good to see you.
Mary.
Thanks for being here. Renee is with us.
Hello, Renee.
Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to get through these. Everybody's just chitty-chatting away. Vanessa. There's a new one. Hey, Vanessa. Good to see you. Let's see. Miss Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon.
Sharon.
There she is. There's Mama Pam.
Hello, Pam.
Let's see. Oh, Holly has joined us tonight.
Hi, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Good to see you. Oh, there's a smile we haven't seen in a while. Hello, Miss Pat Robinson.
Oh, happy. Hello, Pat. Hopefully you are good over there in New Jersey. Hope things are well in Jersey. Good to see you.
Minx, did I say hi to you? I can't remember if I did, but if I missed you, hello. And Nikki just popped in the chat. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. Oh, and Brooke too. Hey, hello, hello. Good to see you all.
Good to see you, ladies.
All right. So, well, we did already mention this, but Miss Kim, Desert Gal Curios, is going to be our bid ender for the moment this evening. So thank you for hopping in and filling in, Kim. We appreciate that. So I did make a couple new slides. Tried to do condensed version here. As much condensed as I could do it. So we'll go through those briefly, and then we'll get right into it. And so to start, you want to be logged in. That's how you can access the live chat. Make sure you're logged into a Google or YouTube account. And once you are, that live chat should automatically pop up for you, depending on what kind of device that you're watching on. Mobile devices are always going to be faster as far as bidding goes versus a computer. And I know there is a lag if you watch on the TV and then hop onto your phone. There is a lag. So if there's something that you see tonight, make sure and do that as quickly as possible to hop into the chat, because we already have a lag. And I know trying to switch devices is not always easy. But then that helps us out to know if there's interest in something. Definitely be in live chat, all messages, not top chat. Refresh as often as you can. Exit out of YouTube, come back in. The quicker version is to tap the screen, find the gear whale icon, hit playback speed 2 times. If you are behind, we're going to sound weird till you're caught up with us again. We'll put starting prices and I'll pin it up here on the screen. And if you're interested in anything tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. I will highlight them and we will call them out as we see them come into StreamYard. We'll do a 20-second countdown, and the highest bid that we see right now before Miss Kim's official bid end will be the winner on our end. And we are doing just in cases. And if you don't know how to just in case works, I can always put that up there. But we are allowing just in case bids for active bidders, as we always do. If you win an item from us tonight, especially if you're a brand new buyer, our emails are up here on the screen. We've also pinned them in a comment at the very top of the chat. You can also find all of our information down in the description of the video throughout the broadcast and following the broadcast this evening. But if you're brand new to us, we do need some information from you, or maybe it's been a long time since you've purchased from us. It's always good to send it again. We need an email sent to us with your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know when you send your information that you would like to check out as a guest. Then when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to that invoice. Then you can just follow the prompts, and then you can check out with any debit or credit. Payments due within 24 to 48 hours of receiving that invoice. And shipping will be additional to any winning bid price tonight. We both use Pirate Ship to get the discounted shipping rates. That's based on your location, the weight and size of your package. We do have shipping available to anywhere in the US and Canada. I ship from Michigan, Jason ships from Pennsylvania, and I'll have Jason talk about that last point. Then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week.
All right. If you purchase from me tonight, I own a shop, Mother Tucker's Antiques. I'm in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. So if you are local to me and you want to pick it up, just let me know. You can email me please let me know that you want to do that. We'll invoice you for the item or items. And then once it's paid for, we'll communicate in emails on when you want to pick it up at the shop. As always, Amy, thank you so much.
All right. That was the condensed version.
Yes.
Seemed like it went a little quicker.
Yes.
I was just trying to think, like, how can we streamline this? Just get through it a little bit easier. I know I don't have like that super fast talky voice like an auctioneer, you know, like I can talk pretty fast.
You go pretty fast though.
Not quite that fast. Heather Gibbs, I see she just popped in the chat. Hey Heather, good to see you. Jean just popped in there too. Let's try to see. Oh, Susan, welcome, Susan.
Hello, Susan.
I don't know if I missed anybody else that popped in here, but welcome everyone.
Hello.
Before we get started, don't forget to refresh before we start. I don't know how bad the lag is going to be tonight. Hopefully I don't go in and out and the weather's not going to affect the broadcast this evening. Like I said, if you hear a siren go off, that is because we have a tornado warning for our county. I have been watching the radar. It is way north of where we are at, but I'm just keeping an eye on it. Okay, gotcha. So just be weather aware. Hey Paula, good to see you. Oh, and Karen Williams just popped in there too. All right, I'm gonna get our screen moved around. There we go. All right, I don't even know what to start with. Let's see. I'm gonna start off with some glass. I have a couple glass things tonight, so I'm gonna start off with glass, and it's gonna be a choice of glass butterflies. Usually don't bring glass, but they were springy and pretty colors. Mm-hmm. So I do have a couple pieces of glass this evening. And these are Westmoreland. I don't think I've ever run across these anywhere. But they are little glass butterflies. And they are more of that satin glass. One is a bright, very typical Westmoreland blue. And one is more of like a lime green. I don't know. Jason, do you know the color, like the color name for that? Because I don't.
Gosh, it's something mist. I think Westmoreland always did something mist.
Something so I think mist, yeah, probably.
I think it was like a blue mist and like maybe a green mist.
Lime mist.
It was something mist.
It's probably not that. But we're gonna do $10 choice on these. There's no chips to either one of them. Really, the only kind of difference between the two is the blue one has a foil sticker on the back, and the green one does not. And they just they sit just really pretty, kind of like they're getting ready to take off in flight.
They're hard to find. Here. They are hard to find.
Are they?
Yeah.
I saw that there's a couple different sizes. So when they sit, they kind of have their wings up in the air, like they're getting ready to take off. Both of them are the same size, and neither one of them have any chips or repairs. They are 2.5 by 2. So there is, I saw 3 different sizes for these butterflies. I'm not sure what in that series, what size in comparison. If I had to guess, I would think that these are like the medium size. Like there's probably a bigger one and a smaller one. I don't think these are the tiniest size ones that you could get. They do look like beach glass. Yes, they do. Yeah, if you come across glass on the beach and they have, that really worn look, that's what the satin glass reminds me of. But they can also be propped up like on a windowsill. Mm-hmm. I thought they were really pretty. I just had never seen these. I see the Fenton butterflies quite frequently, but I've never seen these little Westmoreland ones. I really liked them. And I like that this one had a foil sticker, although it's very hard to read. Very hard to read. I will go ahead and bring those back for the recap. We'll get Jason going.
Okay. All right. You got a bid.
There's Christy. Sorry. Okay. See, we don't know how long the lag is going to be, so we're going to learn it together. Mm-hmm. All right. This is for choice. Christy, I see you, and we're looking for 11 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But neither one of these have any kind of UV reaction. Either one.
Westmoreland never really did.
I do have a yellow birdie however, that does later. Squirrel, I did see you come in there at 11. Chrissy's back in there at 12. Squirrel's back in at 13. And there's Kim's bid end. All right. Well, Squirrel at 13. Let me know if you like blue or green. Blue or green. The green is definitely very similar to the leaf color I have for our background graphic. It's pretty darn close to that in real life.
Squirrel's taking blue. She's taking blue.
Right, Squirrel is after the blue one. All right, you got it. Chrissy, if you would like the green one, just let me know down in the chat. If you can pass. Okay, totally fine. And we'll bring back the little green guy for the recap. Thank you both.
All right. I'm going to start with a $10 item, Miss Amy. And I have a piece of diamond pottery. One of these cute little Rempel squeaks that they turned into like planters and figurines. There is what I believe a little nip on the foot right here. Okay. I did not touch that up. This is the way I found it. So I think there's a little nip there. On the back side is a manufacturer's defect because it is glazed. So just note that is glazed on the back side. So I believe these come in a couple different ways. This little guy here, Mr. Bulky, is that his name? It's Bulky, right? Bulky, the little donkey, right, Amy?
Bulky the mule.
Yep, he's Bulky,
Yeah.
Bulky the mule. I wrote down that he was a donkey. So other than those two things going on with his front foot, everything else seems to be in good order. He is a planter, so you could use him for a multitude of different things. You could actually use him for a planter. I think that's actually small enough in there. You could, I don't know, stick, maybe Q-tips in there, maybe some pens in there, or just pop him into your, your collection. Or if this would be the first one, if you don't have any. Other than those two condition issues, no other things to report, barely even any crazing. This is the first time I've ever had him that he is a planter. I've had just the figurine. He measures about 6 inches tall and about 6 inches wide. So again, I think he's really, really cute, in very good condition, except for where I believe somebody touched up maybe a little nip on his foot. I spelled it bulky, Minx, as in B-U. I think it's B-U-L-K.
It's B-A-L-K-Y.
Is it? Oh, man, I was wrong. Don't listen to me, Minx. What the? Don't listen to me.
That's how she spells it in the book.
Well, then that's definitely the proper way. So again, this little guy would be fun to add to your diamond pottery collection. Just $10 if anyone's interested. There is the manufacturer's defect here on the back. I'm getting a heck of a glare from my lights tonight. There you go. You can see it right here at the bottom of the foot, but that one is glazed over. So that's glazed over, but the front one definitely looks like somebody tried to color that in, and it was not me. So I see you, Deborah. Thank you so much. Nicole's in at 11, so we're looking for 12 or more. Again, he measures 6 inches tall by 5 inches wide. Very, very clean on the inside. Other than that, the nip on the foot and the manufacturer defect, he's good to go. So let's count him down. We're looking for 12 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 12 or more. The bid end from Kim. Miss Desert Gal, thank you so much. Mr. Bulky, spelled B-A, not B-U. Jason, learn how to spell my name. Such a cute piece of porcelain. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much, Kimson Nicole, coming to you for $11. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Let me know if everything's all right over there, Miss Amy.
Yeah, it's fine. Totally
Okay.
fine. I just was congrats, Nikki. I was grabbing my mini version because this is much easier for me to grab than the big old version.
I was just worried about the weather. That made me nervous there. There he is. All right.
There he is, right there.
You got it.
That's one back there.
That's him back there.
That's Frisky the horse. There's Bulky Mule right there.
Gotcha.
From Miss Ruth Rempel does the spelling. Hey, it could be you. You know, it's fine. However you want to spell it. All right. Fine.
We got it.
Just telling you how Miss Ruth spells it. Okay. All right. This is a $10 lot. I know the other week, Jason had a magazine, and somebody was asking about some Betsy McCall paper dolls, and I just happened to come across some over the weekend, last weekend. So I thought I'd bring some tonight. So there's 3. I picked out 3 that kind of were springy, summery, went together. Karen, I see you. Was it you that asked, Karen? I couldn't remember who asked for them.
I think it was.
But there's 3 different ones. So they're all from 1957. Okay. And hey, Joe, good to see you. This one has July written in pen on the bottom. But the other 2 don't have like what month they came out of. But this one is the flower garden. So there's a little story up at the top. And then there is the paper doll with her. I liked this one because she had all the little different kinds of flowers. All the poppies, the pansies, zinnias, marigolds, cornflowers, and daisies. I thought that one was very cute. And some lovely fashions on the other side. So there's 3 different ones that I picked out. I have more to get through. But I picked out 3 for tonight. And this one I thought I'd bring right now. Rolls Easter eggs. So kind of 4 in preparation. So there's this one, and there's her little basket of Easter eggs. Yes, all of these are from 1954. So there's that one. And then the last one is loses her bow. But I thought this one was pretty bright and colorful, and I love the dog.
Oh my God.
And there's her fun. Look at the pattern on that dress.
Wow.
I love that. So, and then this one is holding a little daisy. So there is all 3. So this one has an advertising on the back. I didn't show the back of the previous one. And then there's that one again with the rolls, the Easter eggs. Oh, MJ. I see you, MJ. Thank you so much. And this one has some fashions in the back side. And then the last one, flower garden. And this one does have July written in pen on the bottom. And then some fun advertising for gloves on the other side. Okay. So MJ's an 11. So we're looking for 12 or more. For the lot of 3 Betsy McCall paper dolls. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I did see there some of the other ones that I have Jimmy in them. And I guess like the Jimmy paper dolls are hard to find.
I'm sure they are. The boy ones always seem to be.
All right. There is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. All right. Miss Karen Williams, congratulations. The lot is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy. $18. And I somewhat kind of went with a theme tonight. Kind of like 1920s circus. I don't know. Maybe I hit the nail on the head. Maybe I didn't. But I had this little guy sitting there, and he's actually a unique one. He is actually a dream pet. He has his tag, but he has that mohair style fur, which I think makes him a little more unique. I usually don't equate that style fur to a dream pet, but he still has his little tag there. and he is this cute little tiger. He is in very, very good condition. He's permanently in that crouching, like high school kind of pose with his feet. That's the way they sewed it together. He is very clean, no rips or tears or stains. So let's get him off the board here and let me show you up close. So if you guys love good plushies from the 50s or 60s, this little guy might be for you. Here is his little dream pet tag right there, still attached to him. So I do believe he is from the 1960s. You can see how clean he is underneath. He has all of the stripes, all of the great color tone, no fading to him whatsoever. He could add to your little Tony the Tiger collection, maybe your little wildlife collection, maybe your dream pet collection. Look at those cute little green eyes he has. His nose, you can see, he has all his whiskers intact. Even the little scruffs right here, some of his fur right there is all beautifully clean. So love the bears. Well, thank you so much. I thought they were really cute too. And if you guys like Steiff, I do have a Steiff coming up tonight, and he sort of resembles the Steiff tigers that they make. So again, he is made by Dream Pet. So he is a little Dream Pet. He measures about 4 inches tall. So at the tallest point here is about 4 inches tall, and he's about 6 inches wide. So you can see how cute. Amy, have you ever found one of these little dream pets in this kind of?
I have, yes. Years ago. I have not come across that one in a very long time, but yes.
I just think he's really, really cute, and he's in very good condition. And usually, like I said, you find more of the, I don't know if I want to say more of the fabric style bodies than these very, plush, very almost imitation mohair kind of fabric. So super cute. Has his whiskers still. So the whiskers are still intact. The little green eyes, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that they actually used glass eyes in this one because they're very, very cold to the touch, and they remain very cold to the touch. So usually they use plastic ones. I have a feeling these are little glass eyes in there. Let me see if they're still cold to the touch. So maybe this was their attempt to compete with Steiff, maybe have a higher style version of Dream Pet. So Spy Girl, thank you so much. I see you're 18, looking for 19 or more. And again, let me just make sure. Yeah, he does say Japan. So it does say Japan. So, and I'm sure in the research I did that he's from the 1960s. So let's go ahead and give him a countdown, looking for 19 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I saw you, Minx, at 19. Spy Girl's back in at 22. He also looks like the little lion from Mr. Rogers. Remember?
Oh, Daniel Tiger?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
He very much looks like Daniel. Cute little guy. And you can move his little tail around however you want. But his feet are fixed like that. That's the way they sewed it. So there is the bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. So it looks like Spy Girl. Congratulations for $22. Thank you so much.
Well, congrats, Leanne, and good to see you. All right. I have a choice round, and I thought I'd bring these since they're both for the month of April. Thought I'd bring them together. And they're both made by the same manufacturer, but different series. I wish I had one of the cats or one of the pixies, because those are different series that they did too. But I have, so these are both made by Norcrest. And so there is like the birthday month angels, there's birthday month critters. And there's a whole series of dogs. There's a whole series of mice. There's cats. There's pixies. What am I forgetting, Jason? I think there's a mixed animal one too. Different animals.
Well, we got, you did say cats, dogs, and I know they did the mice.
Yep. And then there's pixies.
Yes. I'm trying to
think. I feel like there's one that has different animals. Like,
I think you're right.
Out it too.
I think you're right.
If I remember correctly. But
I don't know why I think a bear.
These are both made by Norcrest. I think I've only ever run across one of the mice one other time. I've had a couple of the dogs. I know Jason and Tina collect these guys too, but he has this one already. And neither one of them have foil sticker present anymore. This one does have Made in Japan on the back, but they are numbered. They're both numbered on the bottom. All right. And really no chipping on them, but they do both have a couple little scratches of cold paint loss. So the dog is a little bit better condition. There's just kind of a little bit tiny pinpoint kind of things on the bow, and the hat is cold paint on that guy. And the mouse has a little bit more cold paint. So there's kind of like raindrops. So that's what the little blue spots are, raindrops on the little flower. But the red cold paint, there is some paint wear. Most of it is contained here on the back, on the flower petals, but there's no chipping to it. And then there's a little like raindrop on the side of the mouse right there too. And then he's standing in a little puddle. Poor guy. He's in a little puddle. So the doggo, he is 3.5 by 2.25, and the mouse is 3.5 by 2.25. So their mouse is just a little bit taller because of his little flower umbrella. But these series are so cute, so cute. And the Christmas and Halloween and 4th of July for all of these are stinking good. And I've never run across any of those from any of the series. I don't think I've ever had, but I think the Halloween is probably like October is probably the hardest one. Would you say Halloween?
Yeah. Well, what's so ironic is what got started us collecting these was that I got one of the harder ones, which was the Christmas cat. That was our first one. So then we started. So it was actually nice to get one of the hard ones. Like you're right. It seems to be July and like October and December seem to be tough ones to get.
Right. They are. I just don't. I used to run across them, probably 10 years or so ago. I used to run across the cats. I haven't found a cat in a good long time. But I will bring those back and we'll get Jason going.
All right, $20. And hopefully this little guy here, I'm just waiting for the lag before I show you guys. Hopefully this checks off a couple favorites for everybody. So like I said, I ended up with a circus theme. So we have Krista in at 14.
All right. The lag is for real. All right, Krista, I see you. I'll bring my critters back. All right, let's do that countdown. It does kind of look like he's wearing a Devo hat. I agree with you.
He does.
But whip it good. Okay, let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
I wanted to say he looks like, but I didn't want that to deter people. I think it makes him look even better with the little Devo hat on there.
I think it's supposed to be his little rain hat.
It is.
Like,
yep.
In person, like it looks like it's molded like a little rain hat. That's what it looks like to me. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. All right, Krista, let me know if you would like the dog or the mouse. You can certainly take both if you want. And I will just watch the chat. Thank you so much.
All right. So again, like I was saying, hopefully this checks off some things that folks like. I know that some of our friends here enjoy the patchwork style pieces, and you can see it has sort of those stripes. So it kind of mimics the little, like maybe the faux pleather style plushies that we like. And also the fun kitschy polka dots on him. So he is a really, really fun planter.
Oh
I could not find a manufacturer, okay? I'm sure he probably had a made in Japan sticker on the bottom, which is long gone. But he is a nice, large planter in very, very good condition. At one time, I do think folks used him. There might be a little bit of staining on the inside. But if you guys collect those patchwork, like salt and pepper shakers or figurines, I have never seen this guy before. So you can see that it is that minty style green. This is sort of a jadeite green on the side. Look at the way they made his eyes with his eyelashes. And then they also mixed in a little bit of that butter yellow. So He is a really, really fun planter. You could use him as a planter. Again, he's large enough that depending where you put your elephant or patchwork collection, you could, put other things in there if you want to. So no chips or cracks, barely any crazing on him. Look, they even gave him his tusks. So he has those cute little tusks right there.
I've never seen him before.
We actually got him on our way back from Springfield earlier in the month. And we got him right outside of Wheeling on the Ohio side. So,
okay. Yeah.
And that seems to be a mecca of a lot of,
pottery.
Pottery, ceramics and things. So I don't know if he is, from there, but I know folks really collected it and of course made a lot of it there. So thank you, Nicole. I see you're 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. And he is 6 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide. So again, there is the other side where they kind of gave that little tusk right there. Again, you can see he kind of falls into almost Japan, almost California pottery. He's kind of like a good mix of both. So high glaze, definitely a fun, unique piece, especially like I said, if you collect kitsch, if you collect polka dots, or you're into these patchwork. And this one is kind of low-key patchwork. It's not real heavy, but it definitely looks like one of those faux. Like if you held it back and you looked real quick, you'd think it's one of those little plushies. Thank you, Shannon. I think he's so cute. And KP, I love the polka dots. You cannot have a bad day if you have something like this sitting in your home between the polka dots, the kitschy smile, and the colors. It's just going to make for a good day.
He does look like he's a little vinyl.
He does, doesn't he?
Stuffed elephant.
Actually, when I reached for him on the shelf, I almost thought that he was. And then when you get real close, you can see the high glaze and you're like, no, wait a minute, he's ceramic. So, all right, let's go ahead and count him down. I think that was enough to test the lag. We're looking for 21 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 21 or more. The bid end from Kim. And again, this little guy you can leave out all year long. But maybe you do, I don't know, maybe you do like the circus theme, the elephants. Oh, I see Nicole's just in case. Mare was in at 22 right before the bid end. So it looks like it's going to Nicole for 23. Thank you both, ladies, for the bids. Congratulations, Nicole.
Congratulations. All right. I do think the lag is pretty terrible.
Yes.
It's pretty terrible. Because really, I think we talked about this last week. It feels like we're holding stuff up here for 2 years.
It does. It does.
Because it feels like forever.
Yeah.
And then when it finally, you see us, way after, stuff has happened. So, yeah, the lag is pretty terrible. So try and refresh. Yes. Try and do the gear wheel icon as often as you can, just to help with that a little bit. I wish we could make it go away. Darn it. All right. This is for a pair. It's going to start at 18. And I haven't brought a little brooch hanky combo in a while. And I thought I would bring a micro mosaic. And you're going to get the hanky because I thought it matched pretty good. It has most of the same colors as the micro mosaic in it. So fun vintage hanky. I like to use these as doilies. And that's why I usually like to include them because you can put them around and decorate with them. You don't have to just stick them in your coat pocket. You know what I mean? Do people actually use hankies like that?
I want to believe that they do. But I don't think they do anymore.
I'm going to take the micro mosaic off so we can look at it a little closer. Okay. Oh, so this is probably a mid-century one based on the setting. It does have the Goldie tone kind of rope setting there and very bright green tiles. I really like that color green, spring grass green, and kind of orange for the outer, and then darker blue for the middle, and orange red, and then the little daisy and the leaves. This one does have safety clasp on the back, and you can see that the point for the pin does extend past the clasp, so just be careful about that. And then this one is marked Italy on the back. We'll see if we can get that to come in. There, it's doing a pretty good job. So that one is marked Italy there. And this one measures 1¼ inches in diameter. And of course, you're going to get the pretty hanky to go along with it. I will unfold that. I did not iron this one. I didn't iron it, but it's pretty good and crisp already by itself. All right, so you're going to get the pair together because I can't help it. I'm fresh out of flower brooches. I haven't found a good enamel flower, rhinestone flower. I haven't found any for a while recently. So I'm pretty low on jewelry as it is. And I think this actually is my last brooch. I have a couple Christmas pins, but that's about it for my jewelry. But yes, Italian micro mosaic. I would definitely say that this one's probably from the 60s based on the setting on it and the size of the tiles, like the teeniest, tiniest little tiles are going to be older, the much earlier ones than this one. But we'll go ahead and bring those back.
Before you put that down, I also want to say I think that's going to be good at summer for the 4th of July because I see very much red, white, and blue. I do see around the green. It's going to be so good for this upcoming birthday for America.
Yeah. Although, like, yeah, the outer is definitely orange, but you know, if you wore it with navy blue or red, it definitely would probably pull more in that direction. But yes, perfect colors for spring and summertime. So Aaron's in there at 18. So we're looking for 19 or more on the pairing. And I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And hello, Erin. Good to see you tonight.
You're finding all the micro mosaics out there in Michigan.
This is literally the last one.
That's it.
I had all the ones I got on our Iowa trip, and then I just recently got this one. So, all right, there's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim, for filling in. Miss Erin, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
$20, Miss Amy. And before I show you guys this, I wish that I could have seen the entire dresser set, okay? But the only piece that I could find was this bureau decanter, and you can use this for multiple purposes, but it is antique milk glass, and almost 99.9% of all the paint is intact. Also, this is not only milk glass, but it is also the satin style of the milk glass, or the matte. Let's call it matte, okay? And it's just a superb piece of early milk glass. And like I said, 99.9%.
I never see these with this much paint on them. Like, holy cow.
No, and I can just imagine this gorgeous, gorgeous bedroom suit with two of these on either side with the gorgeous dresser tray, all the other little pin, all the other powder, all the other little jars. This is the only one that remained. Maybe this one was tucked in the closet and nobody used it. I don't know. But I have to say, here in Pennsylvania or up here in the Northeast, we do find milk glass, but we never find it in this good a condition. So Karen, who knows her old glass, thank you so much for the 20. So we're looking for 21 or more. You can see the gorgeous scroll work here on the side.
This looks like it was protected like under a cloche.
Like there's barely, look, there's
crazy.
Not, the stopper's perfect. You can even see the little pontil mark. There's no chips there. Look at all the gold around the top of the rim. Usually that's gone just from use. You can see how clean it is on the inside. Look at the gorgeous flower work. You can even see where they did. Now, this is something that I don't see often on milk glass where they did two-tone. So they did like that butter yellow, and then they topped it with a little bit of gold. Can you imagine what this whole set would have looked like? Mm-hmm. So both of those flowers are literally untouched with no scratches. They did not repeat it here on the back, which usually they didn't on these, to my knowledge. A lot of the pieces, they would just put the flowers, you know, on one part that was supposed to be meant for the front. So it even has over here, as we spin it around there, you can see like a fleur-de-lis design. So it's very, very French inspired, I think. Maybe that'll help date the time period. But I do believe that this is early milk glass, probably from the late 18, probably the gilded area heading into the early 1900s. So there's the base. Again, we even have no paint wear here to the top of the stopper. So you can do a lot of different things with these. But again, in my knowledge, they were meant to be bureau decanters. So you were supposed to, fill them with, any kind of fragrant, toilet water, anything that you wanted to use. So it measures 9.5 inches tall. So it is 9.5 inches tall. Again, no cracks, no chips. I'll slowly move, spin this around so you guys can see. Literally 99.9% of all of the paint is still intact along with the flowers. So let's go ahead and give it a countdown. Again, Karen, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I know you do appreciate your old antique glass. So let's go ahead and give it a countdown, 21 or more. And just in case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 21 or more. The bid end from Kim. Again, Kim, thank you so much. And again, it is more of the satin or matte style of milk glass, which I'm not going to say it's rare, but I don't see it as often as the higher gloss milk glass. Nicole got in there with 21 before that bid end. No, wait. She got in right after.
The chat jumped, and that's why I clicked on it. Yep.
Nope.
It is right after. I'm seeing it on both.
All right. So thank you, Nicole, but it's going to Miss Karen Williams. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you both.
Sorry, you guys. Yeah, the chat keeps jumping on me. I scored 3 of the 1956 Napco Flower of the Month girl figurines with hang tags but no umbrellas. Oh, wow, Matthew. That's quite the find. They are hard to find with the umbrellas, though. I will say that.
Yes.
Okay. This is a pair of items. So they are coming together. Okay. And this guy, he's not gorgeous Victorian glass. He's not. He's just the cutest butterfly I've ever seen.
This is my jam. This is my jam right here.
FYI, he is not a stuffed animal. Okay. He is a puppet. And usually I don't buy puppets. I usually don't buy puppets, but this guy, he got me. But I want to say, he's the pair of items is this. It's coming with this vintage soda bottle because that's how you can display him. That's how I had him displayed in my preview. The puppet just in his head sits right on top of the mouth of the bottle, and it's perfect. Okay, so it's going to come with this vintage, it says little fawn beverage company. So the bottle itself is pretty cute. Pretty cute. Sterilized, whatever. So the bottle's nice and clean. So it's going to come with the puppet because that's really the display piece with it, but you can do whatever you want. But he is a puppet, and I couldn't I've never seen him before. And here he is.
Oh my God, I love him.
He's so cute. So he's made by Dacon. I'll show you the tag. He's made by Dacon. It's on the inside. I thought he was handmade when I first picked him up, and then I saw that there was a tag in here from 1982. He's a little older than me. I did see that they made a couple different butterflies. And he has he has plastic eyes with kind of sleepy eyelids and little plastic or felt antenna. He does have a little stitched mouth under there. And then the wings are kind of I don't know what kind of material to call this. It kind of feels like flannel a little bit. And then kind of little painted details. And there's the back, just plain on the back side. I just thought he was super cute. Well, Black Mama, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. Melanie, I see you. Judy, I saw you as well. Judy's back in there. I wondered too. I couldn't really find a name because Dacon was pretty good about if they did something, they gave them names, just like the dream pets and everything. I couldn't find a name for him, so I don't really know. But measurement for him, he is 12.
He's sleepy. He's sleepy.
Well, he does. He looks sleepy. Yeah, he does. 12 by 13 and a half. 12 by 13 and a half. So I just plopped him on top of the glass bottle. And I've seen in stores like this, like Steiff puppets and stuff like that, they display them the same way. So that's kind of where I got the idea from. So he's going to come with the bottle because he just sits just perfectly on top of there. And it's weighted, so he's not going to flop over either. All right. Vanessa and Judy, I see you both. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 26 or more on the butterfly and the soda bottle. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Judy, I see her just in case. Nikki popped in there, and she's got an just in case. And Heather's got a Vanessa's got a just in case. Oh, and Nikki got a 38 back in there right before Kim's bid end. So Nikki, congratulations. The pair is coming to you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. That's good. That's good. He's good.
I loved him.
All right, Miss Amy, $30, and I have a miniature Steiff. I couldn't find his name anywhere. I tried to do some research and find his name. I don't know what they named him, but I can tell you that these came in two different colorways. One came in gray and one came in this light tan. And from everything that I've read online, the tan one is a little less common than the gray one. So, and I do believe he's from the 1950s. So this little guy here has his original little Steiff tag. He's in very good condition. Look at the way they detailed around his eyes. He has both his little tusks. He stands just so cute. The tail is in super good condition. A couple versions online, the tail had like some fraying to it. But that little, the way they did the tail, what do I want to call that? They kind of, oh gosh, like a pigtail almost. It's very, very taut and tight. So no stains, no smells. All of his feet are in very good condition. Thank you, MJ. I see you're 30. We're looking for 31 or more. A couple of the ones I found online, the felt had blown out. And, you know, they were asking even a lot more. But this little guy is in superb condition. Timmy, thank you. I see you're 35. So we're looking for 36 or more. You can even see the blushing detail on the ears. He has his little original vest that he's wearing. I do know in the 50s they did a version for their anniversary, and it had the date on it. So, but all indicators told me that he was from the 1950s, and I found a lot of gray ones. But I think I only found one other tan one. So he measures 3 inches tall at the tallest part, and he's about 3.5 inches wide. So again,
I think you do have the anniversary one because the one that's in my catalog,
right,
from 1959,
right,
doesn't have the Steiff stamping on it.
Got you.
And he actually doesn't have a name. He's just called Elephant.
Okay, then
some of the other elephants do have names, but he's just called Elephant.
And I do love the fact that he has his original little tag right there with all the information, of course, in English and some of it in German. And the little suede little vest is just in perfect condition. And again, he's very clean. A couple of them that I saw online, like I said, they had feet issues where these little felt pieces were missing. And then some of it had cracked, you know. And he is filled with like that straw. And I knew that also from the ones that had issues online. So let me just spin him around so you can see even his little feet right here, the details on his toes.
He's really nice shape.
His little tusks are there. There's no issues there. Again, the tail doesn't have any tethering or issues. And again, we also have the little Steiff tag. So let's count it down. We're looking for 36 or more. And active bidders can use a just in case on our little tiny baby Steiff elephant friend. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When you sit him, you will have to just every time I sat him, I've pulled the front legs apart a little, and then he plops and sits pretty good. So if you don't, he'll tumble forward. So you gotta help the fella and get his legs apart a little, get him situated, and then he'll sit. If you don't do it, he's had too many.
How big is he, Jason?
He is 3 by 3.5. 3 by 3.5.
He was originally $2.25.
Oh my God. Well,
isn't that crazy?
Tonight, our friend is $45 to Timmy, and thank you, MJ, for the bids as well. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay. Yes, in 1959, he was $2.29.
A good old
that was like a store catalog, like the store could order stock for their store. That's what I have. I don't have a lot of Steiff things, but that is one thing that I do have. Okay. So this is going to start at 24, and I haven't found one of these complete in a long time. And it is a little trinket jar. This is made by Lego or Lego, however you want to say it, Japan, and it's a little pixie baby sitting in a flower. And she is perched on her little. Usually it's this part. Usually it's just the lid that I come across, not the base is usually missing. And it does have a made in Japan sticker here on the bottom. Hey, Bug, good to see you. And there's any kind of chipping on this, not that I could find anyways. And there's a whole series of these little pixie babies. So she's naked, and she's just sitting in her little flower like she has nothing else to do. And there's different colored flowers, and there's different colored pixies. There's a whole series of these. Usually it is the purple one that I come across, but I think that there's 8 different ones, if I remember correctly, in different colors. And they were just little trinket jars. And it's more of that bisque ceramic, so not any high glaze kind of thing. And it's kind of like airbrushed for the coloring. And as far as I know, that's just kind of manufacturing, like how they sprayed the paint on the bottom like that, and into the flower petals. So that's kind of just how they hand painted it. Measurement for it, 5 inches tall and about 3.5 inches at kind of the widest petal point there. MJ, I see you at 24. Thank you so much. So we are looking for 25 or more, and I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Wow, I can't think anymore. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit and my brain, like I've been working on business taxes for days, and like so all the numbers in my brain are just bleh. It's hard to count. Counting's hard. She does have a Bradley mermaid face. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. All right. I see some just in cases in there. There is Kim's bid end. Thank you so much, Kim. MJ had a just in case of 32. Nikki had a just in case of 35. So Nikki, it's coming to you for 33. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $25. $25 if anybody is interested. I have this early perfume bottle. It's made from Czechoslovakia. Usually when they use this this orange style color, they refer to it, they call it tango. Okay, usually they call it tango. Now, I will tell you that the individual that I bought it from did let me know that the little tassel and a little squeeze, a little atomizer there is new. So, but this would be ready to use if you wanted to use it. So if you're looking for a gorgeous piece of 1930s Czechoslovakian glass in the form of a perfume bottle, I think I have it for you. These can go upwards of over $100 and some. This has a signature on it. I'll show you, but I was not able to see with my naked eye. So there is a mark here. Let's see if the camera wants to help me show it, but there is a little stamp on the metal part. And of course, now the camera has a gnarly glare. Let's see if we can even see it on there. But it is marked on the metal part, and I can't make out what it says. but there is a little signature. There we go. Now it's coming into somewhat focus so you guys can see.
Yep. Czechoslovakia.
Yep, that's kind of what I thought. So thank you, Joe. This is a phenomenal price. Just because that's replaced does not mean that it depreciates the value of the piece. You can see where it does have these gorgeous little dainty little flowers. And I do believe that is old school frit, which that would have been one of the first areas to perfected that, where they put like little pieces of broken up glass into the paint. So it gave it some 3D dimension. Usually a lot of that paint is worn off. It even has its great little dimple right here for another detail. It has its other flower on the other side, and there's actually a total of 3 all the way around. There's what the bottom looks like. So I do think at one time it did house something, but that's on the bottom and you're really not going to see it. So I do believe this perfume is probably from the 1930s. It does have all of its paint, which is very, very phenomenal. The individual that I bought it from, actually, it had a price tag of $110 on it. So if that helps you understand what kind of value I got it at and what I can sell it at, this will give you an opportunity to have a very, very old perfume bottle. And these are super collectible, especially with the style metal top, okay? There is a little bit of wear, and I think that's actually from years of being used. But again, I just think it's a gorgeous piece. So it measures just about 7.5 inches tall. So it's 7.5 inches tall, and it is about 2 inches at the most widest point. So again,
there's a really pretty console bowl that matches that, I think.
I think you're right.
There?
I think you're right. You can actually get a lot of different pieces. So this will be coming up later. This is actually a little earlier in the silver overlay. That's pretty much close to the I guess the tango style. I always call it like tangerine, like the tangerine Czechoslovakian. But this is just a little bit later. So the silver overlay is probably 20s. This is probably 1930s, 1940s, somewhere in there. So again, 25 if anybody is interested. It does work. So you could fill it up. You could try to clean a little bit of that out, and you could fill it up with perfume if you want to, or this is just now more of a shelf sitter. So again, you can move it around so you can be a little Marilyn Monroe and do what you need to do. That is new and replaced. And of course you would probably want it. You don't want the original nasty one that could have been on there. And I think the newer replacement one actually does it justice. Although the original one may have had a lot more color to it. A lot of the Czech things do. So again, I do believe this is from the 1930s, maybe very early 1940s. It is a gorgeous glass perfume bottle made in Czechoslovakia, starting at $25 if anybody is interested. But we will bring it back for the recap. Over to you, Miss Amy. I don't think we're stuck in a lag on that one. So
okay. We are getting some torrential rain currently. I hear it hitting the window. All right. I have the teeniest, tiniest. I don't know if I've ever come across, I've come across some of the other bugs, but I've never come across one of the little Arnart caterpillars. Oh my goodness. He is so cute. And he's pink. They did do these in a couple different colorways as well. And he's pretty good for his cold paint, I would say. Just a tiny bit of wear on him, but not really much. There's just like this little marking here. I didn't try and get that off of there because he is cold paint. I didn't want to try and scrub at that paint at all to get that off. Mare and Lisa and Nikki, I see you all. Thank you so much. And there are a multitude of different colorways for this little guy. There's also chain family. As far as I know, there's a couple different chain families as well. The Arnart was pretty famous about doing figurines and then little chained families to match. But he's just like, if you have a printer's tray or a little miniature shelf, he's like the perfect size for that. And he's the happiest little worm I've ever seen. He looks like he's dancing, kind of like he's got dancing shoes on. He is tiny. He is 2 inches tall. 2 inches tall. I just love him. Anything Arnart, I'm here for it. I have an Arnart deer. I think I have a couple Arnart pieces, but they're just, I don't know, they're kitschy and weird and bright colors and things you don't find in nature, pretty much. So let's do a countdown on him. Tap dancing. Yes, that's exactly what he would say. He just needs a little top hat. and then he's perfect. All right. I see Marin there at 20. I saw Lisa and Nikki as well. So we're looking for 21 or more on the little Arnart caterpillar. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Have you ever had this guy in pink before?
No, no. I've never, nope. I've had some of the frogs and turtles, and there's some other bugs, but no, I've never had the little caterpillar guy. All right, there is the Buggy Bug bid end. Thank you, Kim, so much. All right, after the bid end, I'm seeing Mare, Nikki, and Mare. So those all came after. So right before the bid end, I see the first 24 is going to be Aaron at Blueberry Barn, and then Mare, and then the bid end. That's how I see it on both of my screens. So Aaron at Blueberry Barn is going to be my winner. Thank you so much.
All right. I stood at an auction on Tuesday for 6 hours. No, 5 hours to get these. They're going to start at $45 if anybody's interested. I've collected salt and pepper shakers for a long time, and I've never had this set.
Oh, with the tag?
With the tag.
Oh my God.
This set comes in two different ways. It comes either with the hats or without the hats. I prefer the set with the hats. So these are, and I think it's Gigi, Neckin, and Kissin giraffe salt and pepper shakers.
So cute.
By Chase Imports. These little guys, or should I say big guys, measure 5. Now, this is individual. This is just the one. So 5 inches tall by about 5.5 inches wide. So together, they come in almost at 11 inches. So they are Kissing salt and pepper shakers, and they are giraffes. So I will take them apart so you guys can see what they look like. These do have airbrushing on them. So they would have been very susceptible to scratching, paint loss. These have almost none. So they do have the original tags. There you can see how cute they are. He has his little top hat. She has her little red little like pill style bonnet on. And again, these came in two different ways. They came in a set of giraffes that didn't have hats or ones like this. So there you can see they are together. Let me sit them down here. And basically all you do is just twist her around like so, ever so slightly, and then they come apart. So that's the way they look like when they are apart. So you can see they have their original stoppers. They do say Japan. Here he is up close. He is in very, very good condition. Again, these are made by Chase, probably 60s, 1950s, in superb condition. So yeah, 45 seems like a lot, but you're not going to find these that have their original tag and that they are in this kind of condition. So I waited a long time to try to find these and bring these to a live at that auction. So again, $45. So there is the boy version. Here is the girl version. If you guys love giraffes and salt and pepper shakers. Oh, and I didn't show you. I'll show you his. Her 2 holes are right there in the back. So her 2 holes are right there in the back. So again, very good condition. They even have their original little rubber stoppers. And again, super cute. They are made by Chase Ceramics. They are salt and pepper shakers. They are technically new old stock. I cannot find any issues or damage to them whatsoever. Amy, have you ever had the pleasure of having this set?
I did. I want to say the very first year I sold on Instagram, I had a pair, and that was like 14 something years ago.
Right.
And I haven't run across the set, but there's really not a lot of those out there because of breakage.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And these are in very good condition. I found it very odd. The salt and pepper shaker collector, they had a few, and I'm assuming it came from the same estate. They only had these, and they had the Holt Howard cats, but everything else was glass and plastic. So you would think that somebody that had these would have had like.
I love that they have the tag.
I do too. The kitschy salt and pepper shaker set. Let me tell you what. I stood at that auction. Okay, I'll just leave them apart so you guys saw the way they were together. So I stood at that auction, and there was a couple that had their young boys with them. Amy, 2 times the boys almost knocked these off the table. 2 times. He was playing with his toy, and he kept getting close, and I was standing there at the table, and I thought, my God, if these ceramics have been around this long, made it to auction, and now this little guy, so we saved them. And thank you, Dusty. I do see your bid of 45, so we're looking for 46 or more. And again, these are the Kissing little, I keep saying little, they're 5.5 inches. These are the Kissing Giraffe, Mr. and Mrs., and they are in superb condition. You can even see, look, the gold on the feet are intact. There's no major scuffing. There's no major issues. All of the paint is the way it's supposed to be. Hello, Karen. Good to see you. Karen. Here is the Mister with his little top hat. He even has his little detail like a gold little feather up in it. And again, these interlock together. Oh, God, it does make me nervous putting them together, trust me. But once you do it one time, you figure it out, and it's a lot easier than you think. So we are looking for 46 or more. Here they are back together, and they are made by the Chase Company. They're the Neckin and the Kissin salt and pepper shakers made by Chase. Like I said, they are in very good condition. So Nicole is in at 46. MJ's in at 46. Nicole's back in at 47. So we're looking for 48 or more. And honest to Pete, I don't think y'all are going to find a nicer set. So just in case for active bidders, let's go ahead and count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. MJ's in at 48. Looking for 49 or more. First time I've ever seen them in person. I've only seen them in salt and pepper shaker books. Gosh, I love these. So I see you, Nicole. I see you, Dusty. Thank you guys so much. These will be a really stunner in your collection. So with Nicole's just in case and Dusty's, Dusty, congratulations. They're coming to you for $61. Thank you all for the bids. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Awesome, awesome. And hello, Karen. Good to see you. Thanks for hopping on. Ooh, can you guys hear the thunder outside? It's loud. It's really, it probably sounds loud to me because my window's like right here.
Right.
And it's raining really hard right now too. Okay. I haven't heard any more sirens.
That's good. That's good.
It's just there's like some heavy rain going over right now. All right. This is going to be a pairing. So I don't know. I liked them together, and I thought, you know, you could use this for a multitude of things. So it's going to be. Can you see the wind coming through my curtain?
Yeah.
It's so windy. Okay, let's hope we don't lose power. Okay. So you're going to get the little ceramic butterfly. It is a clip, and I'll show that to you in a second. But I just found this postcard, and it is not an antique postcard. It was, it's from 1997. So it's a reproduction of an antique postcard, but I thought that they looked really pretty together because of the colors in it. So that's why I picked that up to go along with it. And I thought it made the perfect little ephemera holder because you just kind of position the card how you want it. And then the butterfly tails kind of hold it in place like an ephemera holder. So you're going to get the pairing, and I'll take the postcard off. So it's actually a little ceramic butterfly clip. All right. So clip it on, like, you know, an ornament or a tree or the corner of something. It's made by Lee Ward's Japan. Not to be confused with Lee Ward's, the craft store. Totally different thing. But Lee Ward's Japan, they did do a lot of mid-century ceramic pieces. And I've seen these before in a couple different colorways. And this one has a little bit of glitter for the spotting of the butterfly. There's no chips, no repairs on it, but it does have like a metal style clip, like a binder clip kind of thing, and spring loaded here on the back. So you can pretty much clip it on anything that you would want. But just having it positioned When you put a card in here, or a photograph or a postcard, depending on where you place it, it will stand on its own, and then you can use it as a little ephemera holder. And then this hasn't been used. It's not been written on in the back, but it does say 1997. Creative Horizons, created from antique chromolithographies, printed in the USA. So it was a print made from an antique postcard, but I thought that was really pretty because she has the gorgeous butterfly pixie wings there in the pink. I thought looked really pretty with the butterfly. And I thought I had some other butterfly postcards. Sadly, I don't know what I did with them, but I can find them because that's what I originally was going to pair with this, but I thought that was pretty. But we'll bring that back, and hopefully my power doesn't go out.
All right. I'll wait a moment for the lag, but my next item is going to start at $40, $40. And this is new old stock. Amy, I think you sold this before, and I know I sold parts of it. But this is from the 1950s and completely unused. You can see
I did, but mine was punched.
Gotcha.
Mine was punched out. I think I bought it with Misty some years ago. Yeah.
You can even see that the cellophane still remains. So
that's cool.
If you guys love kitschy things, now what's happening is, what are we going to decorate with after Easter? Well, you could use some circus themed things. These would be great to add with your kitschy figurines. You don't have to use them all. Or if you like new old stock like toys, this would be great for you. Hello, Tippy. Good to see you. This is made by the Southfield Company. They were a big publisher of, books, child books, and different puzzles and coloring books and things. So this is a little circus. Now, they say you get 34 different pieces you can punch out. That also includes the stands. So I did my research on it. So they were up in the game and make it look like you got a ton of things. A couple of them are just the little wafers that hold up the pieces. So here I'll show you the sides. It is the Jolly Circus parade. Even the sides of the box are in very good condition. All right, so we'll take the top off, and each one of these have not been punched out. Now, the cellophane literally lays on the inside. So if you want that on, you're going to have to re-glue that to the box, but it still remains. And even if you take that off, then I think the box is even great to show and make it into like a little diorama. So each one of these fun people and animals that you see, they are all part of what I'll show you. So there that is. So here, each one of these, it's sort of like a puzzle. So it's the same style of material of a puzzle, and you'll punch each one of them out. So they are unused, which blows me away. I don't think you can get much more kitschier than that little tiger. I think he's an okay style clown. He's a little juggler. I think he's a nice clown. Here we have the fun elephant. Look at the little monkey in the car. And again, you can see where you punch it out. There's a little slot. The little wafers I'll show you on one of these other pieces, that's what holds them up. Look at the kitschy little peanut mouse. And again, these sell individually for more than what I'm offering the whole set for. So again, this is an unused set. You can sort of see where some of it is starting to come out a little bit. Timmy, I see you're 40. Thank you so much. Here you can see, look at the seals. These graphics are just so 1950s and so timeless. Yes, maybe he's a clown, but he's playing the tuba. Look at the giraffe with the other little monkey. And again, you can see the green and the red. Those are the little wafers, I'm calling them, or the little stands. So they're counting that as part of the 35. So the companies were trying to exaggerate even back in the 1950s. You guys, there are salt and pepper shakers that mimic this same kind of style. That
Joseph Originals did flocked circus animals too. Like
you could mix them in, and you could punch each one of these out and put it in the background. Look at the little dog on the ball. I mean, if you guys love Disney, if you guys love all those old 50s and 60s style books, and that's just directions on how to assemble. This, I think, checks off all those books, checks off all those little areas. So Nicole's in at 41. Thank you so much. And wait, there's more. And the set I sold actually had wear. There's no bumps or bruises on these whatsoever. So there we have the large, look at the large bear holding the dog and the monkey. We have the cop with the pig. Look at the kitschy pig. And then over here we have, I think he is, I don't know what he would be. Would he be the ringmaster?
Ringmaster?
Maybe he's the ringmaster.
I love the little bird in his hat.
I know.
So
quack, quack. Cute little guy. Hello, John.
Hey,
Good to see you, sir. And then we still have the last one. And then there's just a board in there to hold it all up. So there we have the strong man. Look, we have the little bear on the little unicycle. And then let's flip it that way. Look, you can see like the ballerina on top of the horse. So that is the last one. So there they all are. So we're looking for 42 or more. Here, I'll show these to you again. And again, you can start to see that they want to start to fall out because they're ready to be used, but they have not been played with. So there is your second board. And roughly the largest is about 5 by 5. And when I say 5 by 5, like the little clown there is almost about 5 by 5. So that'll give you an idea. Like that little cart there is roughly 5 by 5. So Timmy's in at 44. And then here, I love the seals. If you guys do mermaids and stuff, like you can just pick and choose what you want to add to your collection. And then look at the clown here. I missed him. Look at this guy here. He has a little blue bird and the chimney is a hat. So kitschy, so good. So there that is. And I want to lay these in because these have been around for a long time and not punched out. And my personal favorite, and I showed in the beginning, is the little tiger there. And I do love the elephant with the little monkey in the car. So let me put that there. Let me put the cellophane back that you'll have to glue back on. And let me put the lid on. And again, from the 1950s, in very good condition. The cover box doesn't have any splitting, but the under part does on one or two of the sides. So, but other than that, it's going to display like new old stock. So let's give it a countdown. We're looking for 45 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, yes, Minx, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When I counted, I think the box is saying 34. I think you get 28 figurines. And then the rest of that 34 accounts for the little stands. The little stands. Yep, the little stands. So I think you get 38 official little, like, let's call them figurines. The rest accounts for the parts to hold them up. So there is our bid end. Nicole had a straight bid of 45, but Timmy had just in case of 76. So for 46, Timmy, congratulations. Enjoy. It's a fun one. I was excited to find it.
Congrats, Timmy. Congrats. Okay. Are you guys getting some wild weather over in Battle Creek? I'm sure you are right now because it's sounding crazy outside. Okay. I have a Napco piece. I don't think I've ever had one of the figurines. She is the Dainty Miss, or Miss Dainty, however you want to say it. She is the figurine. They also did the same sculpt, but they turned her into a perfume bottle where at the neck you could take her head off and then the perfume dauber was inside. But she is just the figurine. And I don't think I've ever had one of the figurines before. They did make these in 3 different colorways, pink, blue, and yellow. And I'm here for the yellow one. She's kind of a very buttery yellow with orange flowers. Perfect for springtime. She kind of looks like she's getting ready to walk in the Easter parade with her little bonnet. And condition-wise, she is crazed. All right, so there is overall crazing in the glaze. And there is one little flea bite up here on that leaf. Very tiny on the end, like a little pinpoint. But she still has her rigid. Can you see the tiny little pearl necklace? Yeah. Napco did a few lady head vases that had tiny little pearl necklaces like that. And the fact that that is still there and not lost is pretty amazing. She has her little basket of flowers that she's carrying along the side. Turn her to the back side, and she's trimmed in gold at the base of her hat and of her dress. She's from 1956. show that on the bottom. There's the bottom of her. Partial foil sticker is still there on the bottom, and then she's got her little shoe kicked out, which that always makes me think of Bill with the little shoe kicked out there at the base. She measures 4¼ by 3 3/4 inches tall. And really, that's kind of all I got to tell you about her.
These are great at Easter. They look like they're in their Easter parade each and every time you see these. These are great for Easter.
I was excited to come across her. I believe years ago I had one of the perfume ladies, and I think I had the blue one years ago, but I just don't run across these. Which is interesting to me that like different parts of the country you can come across different parts of series. This must not be a Midwest thing because I don't see these. I see the lady head vases more often than I see the figurines from this Miss Dainty line, but I don't. And these go really good with the Lefton. Very similar, like they did kind of similar style. Fancy ladies, Southern belles, if you will. Very cute. Oh, Kathy, I see you at 24. Thank you so much. Let's do a countdown looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Hello, Brittany. I see your 24 as well. But Kathy's got the first one. We're looking for 25 or more. Hey, Wings. Good to see you. Kathy's back in at 25. And Brittany's in at 26. And there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right. So right at the bid end, right before that is Brittany. Brittany, I think you're a new name to us, so welcome in. Congratulations on your first win. Unless your screen name is different, you know, that could be too. But if you are a new friend, just make sure and email your information, your shipping information, and your email, because I'll be doing invoicing tomorrow. And congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $15. And when I was at that auction, I was really excited to find these because I usually don't find anything that falls under folk art. Okay, I have two things tonight that I'm calling folk art. So hopefully I have some folk art lovers here. And I do believe that these are handmade. I don't believe these were kits. I believe these were handmade, and you're going to get the whole set for $15. Okay, so it's this fun homemade circus theme, circus figurines, and I'll show each one of them to you up close. But if y'all love folk art and you love folk art that is probably from somewhere between the 30s and the 50s, I think I got it for you. So $15 if anybody's interested. Let's start with our little dude who's walking like an Egyptian. He is the little derpy little clown, or he is your little juggler, whatever he is. I don't know what they did, but I think they used the extra feet to give him arms. They didn't even cut the post off of that, which kills me, okay? So I don't know if some little youngster made this as a school craft or what, but they have the patina. They have that look that when I walk into antique stores, people put like $125 on sets of these, okay? But this will be your first one that comes. You're getting it all. So we're in at 16. I saw you, Dusty. MJ's in at 16. So we're looking for 17 or more. You're going to get all four. The little guy here, he measures about 4 inches tall by 3 inches wide. Okay. Very much so, KP. Could definitely be tramp art. It feels like they used bits and bobs to make these. And yes, Minx, they are all made of wood. Okay. And at some point you can see where they kind of carved a little, shaved a little, and then you can actually see where some of the glossy glue comes through. So these are definitely one of a kind. I don't know if they were parts from a kit. Some they made. I don't know, but I couldn't find any examples of these anywhere online. So you'll get all four of them for the one money. So Harley Jones is in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more. And again, here's your little clown, your little juggler. I can't get past the arms. I'm here for it, okay? Then my personal favorite is the elephant. So here's the elephant. I do believe that he had tusks at one time, which would be an easy fix if you guys wanted to take toothpicks or something and give him little tusks. but he is in very good condition. Look at the little thin, that thin, tiny tail that they gave him there in the back. And then there is just a little piece of wood that's missing here on the side. Okay. But he is a whopping 5 inches by 2. So again, folk art, tramp art, one of a kind, homemade. There's your elephant with an obnoxious big trunk, which I love, standing there on his little drum, very circus style. So you'll get him. You're going to get my personal favorite. Look at the skinny giraffe. Look at him.
Oh my gosh, look at his little knees.
And look at his peg legs that he's got. And he's got a tiny little tail on him. Wow. And he's got this meaty little body. I didn't do much cleaning to these because I like the patina that's on them. I love the look they have. I love his ears too, Kim. This little guy here, look at his eyes. And they even painted some of his different spots on him. He does. He definitely has knobby knees. He measures about 5 inches tall by 3. He's got to eat, though. He's very skinny. So, and I saved probably my favorite one for last. Look at this incredible, some little guy made this lion with the same kind of feet, painted it. Look at his tail. Like he's just this incredible folk art, old school lion, and he measures about 2.5 inches tall by 4.5 inches wide. So again, you're going to get, I agree, Joe, you're going to get all 4 of these. They've lived a life together. I actually saved them at the auction. I made sure I got them because I didn't want them to get ruined or anything. So Dusty's in at 21. We're looking for 22 or more. And again, I'll put them on the board. So you're going to get the lion. Okay, so you get the lion. You're going to get the giraffe. Again, these will be fun. You can mix in. You can kind of just use if you want to do a circus theme. So you're going to get the giraffe. So we'll sit these here on the board. Then you're going to get one of my favorite, the elephant. Again, I do believe the tusks are missing, but that would be an easy fix with just a couple, toothpicks if you want to. This crazy clown who's walking like an Egyptian, like 1980s kind of music. And I love the fact that they're like, we'll just use the feet for the hands. But no, why are we going to clip that off? Let's just leave that on. So again, all for one money. So we're looking for $22 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders. You are going to get the whole folk art gang of circus folk. So let's count it down just in case for active bidders from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Definitely a fun collectible, fun to put out if you're into circus. Maybe you're into folk art, handmade things. It's definitely one of a kind, and you're getting all 4. So I see all the bids. I see Gnarly in at 25. MJ is a just in case of 44. Donna had a 25. I see Dusty's just in case right before those bid ends. Yes, Joe, at Christmas time, definitely. So with the 2 just in cases, they're going to Dusty for $45. Congratulations, guys. I can't get those again. They're good.
Those are one of a kind.
Thank you.
Very cool. Very, very cool. And that lion, he looks like he's been through it with this face.
I've seen things, man.
They make me jump through this hoop. Yeah. That's kind of what he looks like to me. All right. I'm going to bring my other piece of glass because usually that is not what I usually don't. But I love, I see the bluebirds. I do see the bluebirds. It's like, I look for those unusual colors. It's been years since I've come across one of the canaries. And this one isn't a Leo Ward. This one is a Titan art glass. And the reason I can tell that is because there's no, signature on the bottom. This would have had a foil or paper sticker on the bottom that is gone. So there's no Leo Ward or any of those kind of signatures that we see from the early 90s ones. Although this one I believe is probably like 1997, 1998 kind of area. And it's not the flash glass one. All right, Jennifer and Dana, I see you both. Thank you so much. Not the flash glass. They did do a clear with yellow flash glass painting over it. This one, and how you can tell is you just got to hit it with a black light. And this one does fluoresce. It glows yellow, or it glows yellow when you hit it with UV. So it does have some cadmium in it inside the glass for that clarifying agent. And what I like about this one, I'll take it off the board because it's a little easier to see. There's a captured bubble right in his belly.
Oh, I love his belly,
right there in the middle. I like when there's captured bubbles in the glass. I think that's fun. There's another captured bubble on this side, kind of, it's hard to see, but kind of up above this wing, there's another little captured bubble in there, but I like that. No chips. I made sure to check that beak really good. I wouldn't have bought it if I had a chip. And these look great on the window. I love these. All sorts of colors. I know how many years ago did I have a little black glass one? It was like this big.
It was one of the first years we sold.
I've never seen another one since. There's really hard to find colors of some of these birds out there. I know purple is very difficult. All right, Jennifer Cagle right now, and I saw a squirrel in there. Dana, I saw all of your bids come in there. Jennifer's got the high bid right now at 30. Thank you so much. Measurement for Birdie Friend is 3.5 by 2.5. So we're looking for 31 or more. If you got a bid in there, you can use it just in case during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. All right. Ooh, Nikki got a 31 in there. Minx, you've never seen one of the yellow ones? I'm pretty sure Mr. Michael Todd had a yellow one back in the day. I remember he found a yellow one. This is only the second yellow one I've ever come across. All right, there is the birdie bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Nikki was in there at 31, but Jennifer got back in there with a 32. So Jennifer, tweet, he's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, $20. And I think this is going to prove don't judge a book by its cover. Okay, so I think it's going to say don't judge a book by its cover. So I have this cute little kitschy little bear. He is made in Japan. He is ceramic. He is also considered one of the little patchwork guys. So you can see the little patchwork on the arms. So he's in very, very good condition. Let me get that glare off so you can see he's got some blue eyes. He has some butter yellow details. He has his little bow on. But can you see that he's sticking his tongue out at you?
Yeah, so what's going on there, Jason?
So if you guys are sewing fans, he is a little tape measure.
Oh, he's a measuring tape. No, I would have never guessed that.
So he's a little tape measure. Now, I don't want to go pulling it out too far and have it get stuck, but I do think in the event that there's an issue, you could remove the felt bottom and fix it. But he is a little tape measure. So his little tongue pulls out, and he, if he wants to focus, he is a little tape measure.
I've never seen that one. Never seen that one.
Fun little tape measure. So, oh, now he's sticking it out at you. So, and then you got to get it in there just right. So he's got his fun little tongue sticking out at you. So if you guys are into sewing or into kitsch, I think this little guy would be fun. These little ceramic measuring tapes can be very collectible. Again, this is the first one like this I have ever found. So he is a fun, creepy, kitschy, cool little dude. Again, he looks like a little teddy bear, I think. He has the fun blue color. He has like a burgundy there for his bow. And again, he is made in Japan. Look at the fun blue eyes there. And then you can also see the patchwork here on the arms. So patchwork on all the arms. So he measures about 3.5 inches tall. Man, he's got a heck of a glare. Let me hold my hand there. So he's about 3.5 inches tall, and he's about 3 inches wide at the widest point. And if you guys collect tape measures, you know some of these figural ones can be a little more difficult to find. No chips, cracks, minimal crazing. And again, he is in very, very good condition. And again, he is a little tape measure. So you can see the lines on it. And it's good to go. And then you just pop it right back in. And I think that if you had like a condition issue or it's stuck on you, you could probably remove that and have, you know, some help winding it back in. So $20 if anyone's interested on the fun, probably 1950s figure.
You know what, Jason? I was just looking at why he has his hand up in the air. I bet that's where you could put a thimble.
Oh my God, you're right.
So I was like, why does he have his arm out?
You're right.
That's why I think
thimble.
It's for a thimble.
You're right. You hit the nail. Thank you, Amy. I didn't even think about that. You're exactly right. I don't even have a thimble sitting around, but yeah, you'd be able to put a thimble right there on his hand. You're absolutely right. Thank you so much, Amy. So Dusty, I see you in at 20. We're looking for 21 or more on the fun little sewing bear. Again, never judge a book by its cover, because when I found him, first of all, he was dirty. He was like gray, covered in grime when I found him. And I was like, what's going on with that tongue? And when you just start to pull, you're like, oh my God, they gave him a little tongue, and it's a little tape measure. So let's go ahead and count him down. We're looking for 21 or more. Again, Dusty, thank you so much. We are doing just in case for active bidders. No chips or cracks, and he does work. I don't think that he came with a thimble, but that'd be an easy fix. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, or should I say he didn't come with one when I bought him. So he could have definitely come with one. How cool would that be if you found a plastic one and it would look like his little hat, almost like he's tipping his hat to you? So cute. Definitely unique. Couldn't find any other examples online of him.
I've never seen him.
Thank you so much, Dusty. You didn't need it, friend. He's coming to you for $20. Congratulations.
Congrats, Dusty. I have a couple of figural little measuring tape things myself, but I've never seen that guy.
I think he's so cute.
All right. It's my last bug item for the sale. And this guy, he's so cute. And now maybe some of you will recognize this. This is Fifi the Firefly from 1957, and originally would have had some spring-loaded antenna. Okay. Antenna were missing. So I took the liberty of digging into my vintage crafty stash. I have some new old stock chenille stems, and so I picked out some fun ones to give him some antenna back so he can get all of the TV stations back in. So I replaced them because they were missing. He looked weird without antenna. And so he's a little very soft kind of rubber for the body. And I love the way that he is painted. And he is a firefly, Fifi the Firefly. And the wheels, I don't know what the wheels are made out of, actually. They're not wood. I'm not sure what kind of material that is. But he has all of his little wheels. And originally on the inside of this guy, there would have been a mechanism in here, kind of like like on a lighter, like the flint that makes it spark.
Yep.
There would have been a mechanism very similar to that on the inside that would have lit up the tail, hence the firefly. That was not there. And I know that this was not in production very long because it was a fire hazard until they stopped producing it. I believe it was only in production just for 1957, and then they didn't make it after that. Maybe they changed the body or they changed the mechanism to get it to light up, but it wasn't a battery situation. It was a spark fire firefly situation. But I didn't find him with his innards or his antenna. And I think that's fine because you can still roll him along. And I think he's very cute. There he is. So he can roll just fine. And he doesn't need, if you really wanted to light him up, though, I feel like you could get some of those little battery-powered fairy lights and shove them on up in that little crevice in there. And then the battery pack would probably just fit right on the inside there. And then you can light him up. And then he can be a little light-up firefly again. Let me get caught up on the chat. I saw Caroline and Nikki. Thank you so much. Measurement for him, he is 6.5 by 6. Well, I guess it's a her, Fifi the Firefly, not Fifi the poodle, Fifi the Firefly. So yeah, I think you could easily light him up. And I'm actually happy he doesn't have that fire hazard part to him anymore. Nikki's in at 17. We're looking for 18 or more. So let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. And these are not glued in there, FYI. I didn't glue them in. They just kind of fit. They fit in the hole just fine. So if you don't like them or you want to switch them out, do something different, you totally can. All right, there is the buggy bid end. Thank you so much. Let's see, at the end there, Nikki had a just in case of 22. Caroline had a just in case of 25. So Caroline is going to win for 23. Thank you so much. Oh, Nikki, your 26 came in after the bid end. I had, as a kid, I remember having a Barbie that had roller blades with, and they sparked. They made fire, and they did a recall on them because kids were catching things on fire with them. Well, so they still made those in the 90s.
Well, don't you remember the old spin toys that you would push and then it would open up?
Yep.
But then it would open up and there were sparks, you know, shooting out of that, and then it would open up with whatever was in the inside. I don't know, an Uncle Sam or
those metal spinner things. Yeah, I remember those too.
That's what made us tough, Amy. That's what made us
fire
tough and endure.
Sparking fire.
$20, Amy. $20. And these are very collectible, especially when you have some with Victorian people on. This is an early Bohemian Czech vase with silver overlay on it. And the fact that most of the silhouette with the silver overlay that is still intact is amazing. So this is the true tango color for Czech. I do believe this is from the 1930s. It is this depiction of a Victorian lady with her bouquet of flowers. Again, most of the silver overlay is still intact, which is amazing. You can see a lot of the silver overlay is still around the top. There was a little bit way down there that I could not get to clean out. I do think somebody actually used this at one time. So this is a gorgeous Czech style Bohemian vase. If you do not like the silver overlay, you could display it like that. These colorful pieces are great heading into summer. They're fun to use in the spring. And of course, they are great Halloween style colors. So you can see the gorgeous depiction of this Victorian lady. I'm not too sure exactly what style head attire she has on. But again, you have to remember that this was their attempt over in Czech. They did very abstract things of a bustled up Victorian style woman with her bouquet of flowers. So if you check online, you will see that usually the ones that depict women are very collectible. So I'm holding my hand over. For some reason, my light is so hot right here by the screen. So most of the silver overlay is there and intact. I think it is 2KP. I do too. I do feel like it is a wig. I think you're right. You can see some wear here, and I think that is wear from actually holding the vase to use it. Some of the grass and things there in the field. But again, no chips or cracks to the piece whatsoever. There you can actually see on the bottom, and I didn't even notice that until right now. It's signed on the bottom. So that's even amazing. And it's signed. Yeah, that is a signed piece of Czech glass. I didn't even catch that, which could make it even more valuable. I can't make out exactly what it's signed on the bottom. Does it say Czech something on it? Yeah, I think it says Czech something on the bottom. So it is a signed piece of Czech glass, which makes that even more collectible. I can't see exactly what the artist says on there, but I do see where it says Czech. It's man, that man, $20 if anybody's interested. It measures 4.5 inches tall by just about 2.5 inches wide. So an early signed piece of Czech glass. It's in very good condition. It is in the tango color or the orange style color. The silver overlay, again, is in amazing condition. There are no condition issues to her, just a little bit down below. But I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. Maybe I'll save that stuff for Halloween. Over to you, Miss Amy.
I love the black and orange. Oh, and I was going to show you. I forgot I had this little Steiff book that I always forget about. It's mostly about teddy bears, but
right
on the inside here, there's your There's a little elephant. It
There
does say
she is.
Special animal for the 75th anniversary in 1955.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And KP, thank you for that nugget of information. I have not heard of that, and I want to go research that. So thank you so much,
awesome.
KP.
Yeah. Okay. I have a choice round, and it is between books. And it's going to start at 6 for choice. I have 3 different ones. These are adorable. I love these. There's a whole bunch of these little animal shaped books. I think they're adorable. I was trying to think when I found these, I think I said that like, I don't know, there's like 15 or 16 different ones of these little books, but I have 3 different ones. So choice at 6. They're all from the same year. They're all from 1949. So we'll start with Tatters the puppy, which I think is cute for right now, holding on to that little daisy. And they all have detailing on the back cover. They definitely didn't leave any detail out. So these are cute little, just little storybooks. MJ, I see you, and Minx as well. Thank you so much. Tatters the little puppy gets into all sorts of mischief. Very similar to my puppy. Maisie, definitely, for sure. Very, very cute little illustrations in there. I like this one the best. Tatters gets into a bucket of soapy water and gives himself a bath. There is Tatters. And they're all in pretty good shape, I would say, just kind of minimal wear. We have Meow Meow, Pit-a-Pat, the little cat with her little hat. I thought that was cute. There's the back of her. And this is a cute little story as well. Look at the snowman.
So good.
So cute. And Pit-a-Pat is a tabby cat. This is very cute as we go. I'll just quickly flip through and show you. Oh, look, there's Circus. She's in the circus.
Oh, yeah.
And I love this poodle holding on to all the daffodils. Don't we just wish the animals walked around in clothing like that? I do.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think that would be fun.
It would be.
Animals had little outfits that they wore around outside. And then the last one is Binky the Bear. Also kind of goes with the little circus theme. This one is cute as well. As we go. Yeah, I don't really see any kind of like scribbling or tears or discolorations or anything with any of them. They're all in pretty good shape. And there's the back of Binky. All right. All from 1949. I see Wanda, Meow Meow. Good to see you. So MJ, Minx, Wanda. Minx was back in there. Timmy's in there. And Minx has got the high bid right now at 11. This is for choice. So you can take one or multiples. We'll do dog, cat, or bear to make it easy for claiming when we get there. All right. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. When I was a very young child, I tried to dress all of my kittens in doll clothes. They're not a fan. Not a fan. I have some photos of some of my kittens that I put in doll clothes. I'll have to see if I can find those because
that would be fun to see.
All right, there's the bid end from Kim. All right, MJ had a just in case of 14. Wanda was at 14, and Minx put in a straight bid of 15. So Minx, let me know. Dog, cat, bear. And then second pick is going to go to MJ because that was the first 14, and then Wanda, and then back to Renee. So I will just wait to hear from Minx, and then I will just watch the chat. So MJ, Wanda, Renee in that order. Just Pit-a-Pat. Okay. Minx is going to take the cat. You got it. Thank you so much. All right. MJ, bear or puppy dog. And then Wanda, and then Renee, and then I believe Timmy would be after that.
MJ
okay, MJ's going to take the other 2. You got it. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
All righty, $20, Amy. Hopefully I have some cat lovers here tonight because I found this the other day, and I thought this was so stinking cute.
That's cute.
In the little bit of research that I have found, they call this bath time. So this little vessel could be used for a lot of different things. It could hold, maybe a little planter, but I'm not too sure what you would put in that, but it mimics a little bathtub. And the little angel is like, come on, kitty cat, it's bath time. So no chips or cracks, definitely 1950 ceramic. You have this cute little kitty cat there holding onto the bathtub. She has her little brush that she's pointing to. Look at her cute little pigtails, and she is a little angel with no issues. Literally, physically, she's a little angel with no issues to her wings whatsoever. So there you can see the pink little brush in her hand. Look at those cute little pigtails. She's just adorable. And I do think they actually did a dog version, but it was a boy angel, okay? And the little bit of research that I could find, I do believe they did a blue version with a boy with a dog, and then he was a boy angel. So thank you, Nicole. I see you're 20. We're looking for 21 or more. The piece measures 4 inches tall by 5 inches wide. Look how cute she is. And I do believe that this might be made by Chase Japan. I have a good feeling that this would be Chase Japan. So very clean on the inside. And again, I do believe the little piece is called Bath Time. All right. So Timmy's in at 23. Look at the gold details on those wings, the gold little specks, no issues to her finger. That kitty's like, meow, no. And she's like, you'll get in this tub and get it clean. And
you'll get in here and you'll like it. Did you see Sandra said put small marbles in for the bubbles? That's
oh my
cute.
God, such a good idea. Absolutely. Isn't this just the coolest little kitschiest piece? I have never seen this piece before. Amy, have you ever seen this?
I've never seen that either.
Like, it's good if it's new to Amy and it's new to me. I mean, this is just so good. So 24 or more, again, no chips or cracks. There's a little close-up, a little kitty cat, has light green eyes, pink details, gold details. Wanda's in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more. You can see no damage to her pigtails, and there's no issues there to the brush or to the hand. And I am here for the marbles and the bubbles. So 26 or more, let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are doing just in case for active bidders. So we'll count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 26 or more, or the bid end. So cute. Just love it. She is like, you'll get in that tub, and that cat's like, let me tell you something, lady. I am not getting in that tub. So cute.
Now I gotta see what the puppy one looks like. No, I've never seen either one of those.
I'm telling you, I swear I found it that it was in blue. So there is the just in cases. Wanda with just in case, Nicole, Timmy, but it's going to Nicole for $32. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right. Okay. Yeah, cats and water do not mix.
No.
Who has tried to bathe a cat? Me. Not fun. Not fun. I wouldn't recommend it. Dogs aren't much better, but yeah, the cats are, unless you have a cat that is, likes water. Maine Coons really like water. And they seem to tolerate it, but I've never met a cat that likes water like that. Mm-mm. Okay, I have this gorgeous, if you are a channel member and you joined in on my little live haul on Monday, you did see this piece already. I did go to a few estate sales last week, and this particular lady collected some beautiful china and service pieces, and I couldn't help but pick up a couple of her pieces. And this one, I don't know, I just really liked the styling of it. I liked the coloring. It is lusterware. It's not really showing very true, but it does have kind of a pearly finish. And this is German porcelain. It is made in Germany. There is the stamping on the bottom, and it has these gorgeous pink, I think peony kind of flowers on the front. As far as I know, that this is just like a little basket vase. I couldn't find really any kind of like service. It's too small to be a spooner. I just think it's just a little vase, and it is just kind of plain porcelain, but it still has that luster over the back of it, just plain on the back. So if you don't like the coloring, this one just definitely could you know, fit with more colors than this, but I thought this was really pretty for springtime. I did see that they did paint this in a couple different colorways. So there's some other blue. I did see blue and kind of darker green kind of flowers in this. There's no chipping or anything. It's really nice condition. It's very nice and clean on the inside. All of her pieces were just absolutely beautiful. I got a couple more for some upcoming sales as well. But this one I thought I'd bring tonight. It does measure 5 inches tall by 3.5, about the widest of the flower petals. Okay. So KP's in there. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 11 or more. I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I also think this is Victorian era. Definitely antique.
It's gorgeous, especially this time of the year. It's going to look really good in your displays.
Have some little flowers that you can poke in there. I think it's very pretty. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. All right, KP, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy. $12. $12. And this is my other piece that I'm going to call folk art because, y'all, this is one of a kind. And this is so stinking cute. It is a homemade, pajama bag.
It's a pajama bag?
It's a pajama bag, okay?
Oh
so it is a homemade and I believe one of a kind pajama bag of a little egg fella who could be Mr. Humpty Dumpty if you want him to be. He is in very good condition. He is probably from somewhere between the 30s and the 1950s. Now, if anybody wants him and wins him, they actually have him stuffed. They're clean, but they stuffed him with old pieces of fabric. If you don't want that, I'll take it out. But that kind of gives him the look, okay? This is sewn in and stuffed, so he is part stuffed animal, but he's a little pajama bag. Look at his eyes. Look at those cute little eyes. They're not even completely symmetrical. Over here, the one eye looks like a little bit of Pac-Man going on. That one looks like a heart. Look at his curly hair. Just $12 on this cute little one-of-a-kind polka dot pajama bag. So here in the back, look, they even gave him a little pocket with a little hanky in the back. And then you can see that we have a few little buttons here in the back, snaps in the back. So, and they are the older style snaps here. As you can see, they're the small ones. So here you can see they did use some fabric scraps here to give him, you know, I think just to show what he was going to look like filled up. Because, you know, if he didn't have anything in him, he'd be kind of flat. So the snaps are there. They work beautifully. You can see his cute little polka dot shirt. Look at the bow tie. I'm holding the poor guy by his head. So look at his cute little bow tie and his cute little mouth. I don't think you can get much more kitschier, homegrown, one of a kind than this little guy. This guy here, I know he won't get to you in time for Easter, but I think he would look really cute in your Easter display because he looks like a little derpy egg. I'm just an egg. I'm just a little egg, you guys. So again, he's in really good condition, one of a kind, little Humpty Dumpty fella. He measures roughly about 14 inches tall by just about 15 inches wide. So again, look at his cute little blue bow tie there. His little derpy eyes. I don't know if this was somebody's school project or what they did, but he's just super cute. And you can actually see the polka dots on the inside where they actually used, and they actually.
Oh, yeah, under the yellow. Yeah.
Yep, it's all the polka dot material, but then they sewed the yellow over top. Look at his hair. Poor guy's got a little comb over action going. He's just super cute. And I remember selling in live some Humpty Dumpty things. I thought we had Humpty Dumpty collectors. I don't remember who or what, but I thought he would look super cute in your little Humpty Dumpty display. I just noticed, look, he's got his little blue feet. His little blue feet right there.
I wonder if this was made from a pattern or this was like totally created.
I have to tell you, Amy, I got to tell you, I still think it was completely created. You can see where there's some hand stitching And then you can see where they crudely used a machine to do both. So I think it was a one of a kind. Probably some mom or grandma made this for their little youngster, and he put his pajamas in it every time he went somewhere. But I'm not seeing any interest. We will sit it to the side and bring him back for the recap. All right, Amy.
Okay. I think we just have a couple, just three, right? A couple rounds left.
Yeah, I got 3. We got 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I thought. Okay. This is going to be choice round. And both of these have an issue. FYI. Both of these have an issue. But I don't run across these, so I couldn't leave them behind. And they are worth quite a bit. And I've had a couple of these over the years, but I don't think I've had either one of these. These are made by Napco. They are the Flower of the Month Girl magnetic bobby pin holders. And they both have some damage. But they still display really nicely, and being they are spring flowers, I couldn't say no. So I'll try and show the issue. This one is a little bit more obvious. There is a broken petal on her little flower hat. Okay. And there is a repair kind of right in here. There's a line right there. So, and then the daffodil has some chipping on the end of these 2 petals. But that is the damage. There's no other kind of repairs or anything else with them. And sometimes people think these are toothpick holders if the magnet is missing. They are not. Both of these have their magnets. So they are bobby pin holders. That's what they were manufactured for. And there's matching figurines. There's planters and parasol girls, as Matthew found a few of them that he put early on in the chat. But these are the bobby pin holders. But she is the daffodil, so I believe she is for April. And so up here, so there is a couple little chippies to that daffodil. But I love that. That is like the best spring flower. Definitely screams spring. And then they have like kind of this little, I don't know, grass little area that they are standing in front of. And 1958, there is the bottom. All right, so that is choice number 1. And choice number 2, I think she's Cosmos. I think she's October. I should have looked in my Napco book. But I think she is October, if I remember. I've had the actual flower girl for her. Also 1958. And like I said, this one has the petal missing, and then that one little area has been glued back on the rest of her. But pink and yellow, I think, are great together. Measurement, they are 3.5 by 3. The daffodil one is just a touch taller. Just a touch taller. But there we go. Those are the 2 choices. And let's do a countdown. Erin's in at 14. So we're looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Trying to see if I could flip to those real quick, but my book is not cooperating. All right, Kathy, I see you. Thank you so much. Plastic wrap bobby pins, yeah. Before they had those ends on them. The all metal ones. All right, there is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right, Kathy came in there with a 16. Erin did use it just in case. So Erin for 17. Let me know if you want yellow or pink. Yellow or pink. Kathy, you get second pick.
Boy, did that get quiet there for a second.
I know. It's not stormy here anymore. It's not stormy here. All right. Erin is going to take a little Miss Daffodil. You got it. All right. Kathy Plunkett, if you were interested in the pink one, just let me know in the chat. Thank you so much.
$28, Amy. $28. And I have a 1920s composition doll. Now, she's supposed to be a naked little girl, but the previous owner did wrap some of this vintage style ribbon around her. So you can take it off if you want to. But she's Rosie Posie. She is made by the Electra Toy and Novelty Company, and she's straight out of the 1920s. So she is in very good condition for being composition, maybe just a few little cracks here and there, but her arms are posable. And again, she's supposed to be a naked little kid, but somebody wrapped her up in this attire, and I'm kind of here for it. So you can do all kinds of things with her if you want to. You can see the way she looks. There is the bottom. I thought she kind of fit into my reel when I was doing kind of the circus theme. I don't know. I feel like she just kind of fit the bill. So tilt her a little bit so you can see, look at the great detail on those eyes. Again, maybe just a little splitting here or there, but no damage. Again, this is a harder to find fixed doll that's in very, very good condition. So you can take off that if you want to, but she's just going to be this naked little one in your doll collection. You can do all sorts of different things that you want to. Again, you can pose the arms however you want, and she is from the 1920s, and she is made of composition. And again, a lot of times when you find these dolls from the 1920s, a lot of them are very chippy, very cracked, but she is in superb condition. And again, she is called Rosie Posie, and she's made by the Electra, and that's Elektra Toys and Novelty Company. So, Amy, have you ever seen one of these before?
I haven't. I was just going to say, I've never seen her before.
I bought her a few years ago and was going to bring her to Alive when I bought some different dolls and stuff and sold, but she kept getting pushed to the back. So I thought she kind of would be cute in your displays. And again,
she's made kind of similar to like the same style like Cupid.
Exactly.
Carnival dolls.
Exactly. So I figured that our Cupid lovers would be interested in her. And again, this is an older piece of like satin ribbon, and I think they kind of put it around her to kind of mimic a bathing suit kind of look, and I didn't want to disturb it. If it bothers you, you can definitely take it off if you want to, but these dolls normally sell over between $50 to $80 in this kind of condition. But again, I got her at a good price, so I think 28 is a good start price. And I see Kathy in at 28. Thank you, Kathy, so much. So we're looking for 29 or more. And again, you could do all sorts of fun things to her. Put little bonnets on her. You could actually put little dresses on her if you want to. You could do all sorts of things. Get out of here. I did her little cat. His name is Posy.
Oh,
how
that's cute
is that?
That's
so
cute.
Again, before we count her down, she's 11 inches tall. It's getting late. I don't know if I said the measurements already, but she's 11 inches tall, and she's about 7 inches from finger to finger. And again, the fingers, she can kind of, over there, Amy, go over there, Amy. She can point over here or over
she can
there.
She can work at the airport.
She could. She could. The exits are over here. So we're looking for 29 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. In the event of an accident, the oxygen mask will drop from above. Exits are here, here, and over here, and I can land the plane. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back. Come on back.
She just needs some flares.
Oh, my God. Give her a little stewardess cap. She'd be good to go. Thank you, Kim, so much. It's going to you, Kathy. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Congratulations. All right. All right. Last 2 rounds, you guys. Last 2 rounds. All right. I have a tin. Also from one of the state sales I went to last week. And I've had a different variation of this, a different colorway of this tin years ago. But I really like the pink and blue and gold for this one. And it does have a little bit of wear to it. But that's okay. I think that's okay. It is a tin deco. Is that the right way? Nope, upside down. There we go. Tin deco. There we go on the bottom. And it's this, since I had some butterfly kind of flowery things tonight, that's why I decided to bring it. Same lady that had this piece. And you see the flowers look very similar style and colorway on there. That's why I decided to bring them together. And there's just a little bit of denting on the lid, but the paint is pretty nice still on it. And I opened it up the other night, and there was this piece of styrofoam in the bottom, but just typical wear for these era of tins. Not really any kind of major damage on the inside. It is nice and clean. I do believe this was a powder tin, if I remember, not a candy tin. Sometimes these were candy, but I think this one was a powder tin. But it doesn't smell or anything like that. Measurement for it, it is 5 by 2, 2 3/4 at the height. Okay, so Nikki's in there. So we're looking for 9 or more. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid in. Yes, very nouveau. Love that.
Sorry about that, Amy. Tina's got to come down and ask me questions while I'm trying to do stuff.
It's okay. She's the boss. She's the boss. She can do what she wants to do.
Well, you just earned points right there.
Okay. There's the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. Nikki, I saw you just in case you didn't need it. It's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20. Okay. $20. And before I sell this came from a different era. This is the Burton's Follies. This is adult humor. Okay. This is adult humor. This came from a different time. This is 100 years old, but this is very Gibson pinup burlesque. There's no nudity, but boy, some of the jokes in here are very funny. This is like an early day Playboy without real nudity. So, but for $20, usually if these are in a little better condition, these can sell upwards of $60 to sometimes $200 or $300, depending on exactly what's in it. So this one here is from May of 1925, and they actually called this early comic books. So this is the Burton's Follies comic, a lot of Flapper Girl and Gibson Girl in it. I think this alone at $20 is a great piece to frame and to actually use this time of the year, because you can see this gorgeous, gorgeous depiction of a girl dressed in her umbrella. You can see she is showing some leg, and it is from the spring showers. And then it's the spring showers number. Okay. So again, it has to do with the Follies. It has to do with comics, dancing, all of the different arts. Okay. You can see some of the depictions here on the back. There is a little bit of splitting to the side, but overall in very good condition. So MJ's in at 21. So I'll give you an example. So let me show you this depiction here. You have this girl being held by a fella of the sea. Okay, so get in here. Now remember, this is 100 years old, but very, very Flapper Girl. And it says, taken with a grain of salt, a seagoing sugar papa. So do you get kind of the 1920s humor? So you can see all the great graphics in here on the inside. Very almost Art Deco, heading into the Art Deco. But there are articles in here. There are stories in here. There are very pin-up, very tasteful, almost nude style pictures on the inside. And again, if you do research on these, you will see that they can go upwards of a couple $100. So this is kind of a tongue-in-cheek. I don't want to say it's like adult novel style, but it's the early version of it. And this one is literally a fella in Florida. He's like a sea bum. So you can see this gentleman sitting there, and he's watching these girls frolic on the beach. Okay. So he's watching the beach cuties. So again, please note the era in which this stuff was written, drawn, and there are some real pictures on the inside. And I want to get to one of my favorites right here. So right here, look at this gorgeous picture of this woman. She's dressed in a skin-tight dress. Very, very risque for 1925, but not by today's standards. But this one is my favorite right here. Look at the depiction of the scuba fella with the mermaid. How great is that? So again, these are tongue-in-cheek, kind of scandalous, kind of sexual innuendo of like a fella that was a scuba diver, met a mermaid. Look at these two Folly style girls that are dressed up. They are your male ladies. Again, it's different. Mary.
Did you see Meg's comment?
No, don't ever show. Okay, well, nothing. There's no nudes on it. Yeah. I'm not showing anything with nudes. Thank you, though, Minx. But I'm just letting folks know, especially these follies from the 1920s. Yeah, but there's no nudes, and I would not show anything that has a nude on it. So again, we are in with KP at 22. Here, this is the weather report of the ladies. So again, they're just doing different motions, and then it gives you a description of it. And again, if you guys know this old ephemera, then you sort of know what I'm showing you. There are different things in the back here that you can send away for, different remedies. If you have a tobacco habit, it helps you quit smoking. It helps you. Oh, it says, do you want a wife? It says advertise. You want a wife? Advertise in Cupid's America's most reliable and successful matchmaking publication. Send us a description of your wife with $1 for a trial. You'll get 25 word. You'll get a 25-word ad, and you should be flooded with replies from ladies in all parts of the country. Man, so that's all in the back here. Different things that you can send in for, different things you can do. So, and again, the Follies used to travel all over the country. Here are some more fun graphics and illustrations. And then here, now this is sort of like the poster of the Harper's Hotel. That's just supposed to be funny. Somebody looking through the keyhole and a lady in her negligee. But again, there's nothing triple X or anything wrong. But I will end with this last one. She'll sing, she'll dance, she'll play, she'll prance. She'll say the kind of thing she shouldn't. Look how great 1920s that is. Very gypsy style.
Gypsy, yeah.
And again, it measures 8 inches wide by 11.5 inches tall. Again, these are very collectible, and I think just even using this in your display and having this, I just think that's a gorgeous cover right there. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're in at 22. We are looking for 23 or more, just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, I know a lot of it, at least myself, I just want to say this was printed at a different time. So some of the terminology is not okay or really like what we say today. So just keep that in mind if you're easily offended. But you have to remember it is history and it is 100 years old. So Jasmine, I saw your 23. Sorry about that. MJ had just in case, but Wings had a straight bid of 27. So Wings, congratulations. It's coming to you for $27.
Congratulations.
So much.
All right. Last round, you guys. This, I just found this and I think it's pretty cool. All right. And maybe some of you will recognize this. Maybe. So this is a handmade, not by me. Okay. Although I think it would be fun to try and make something like this, but no, it's not made by me, but it is made by someone. And it's a little parasol, and it's made out of a vintage hanky. All right. And it has this little tag. If at night you chance to sneeze, reach out and take one of these. And in each of the little folds of the hanky, and this is cool. There's colored tissues in here.
Oh my God.
Actual colored tissues that they don't make anymore. But I'm going to unfold one. But there's, vintage tissues. Do you remember when we used to have colored tissues and toilet paper? I do.
Yes, I do.
They do. They don't make it anymore. I know that. But yeah, each one of the little folds in here has a little, so something you could keep on your nightstand if you need a little tissue in the middle. And I think that's so cute. And then the little chenille stem for the parasol handle, and it's held together with straight pins. So it can, like, there's no cutting or gluing or anything with the hanky. It's all held together, how it's folded, right here in the center with some straight pins. I got another one. It's kind of stained up. So I was thinking maybe we could take it apart and figure out how it's made, because I would like to make these. I think they're stinking cute for the little parasol. And how cute for like a shower or like a little, a little gift or something. I think I love it. I think it's so cute. Measurement for it is about 9.5 inches long, but I didn't want to take this one apart because this one was nice and clean. And the hanky is actually really cool. If you kind of fold these apart, you can see there's like a little dancer in here with a flower dress. Ah, so cute. I just love this. I love like vintage handmade things. So cute. All right. Yes, maybe they made it for, a birthday party or a shower or something like that. That's kind of what I think, like a bridal shower. That's what makes me think of this, like a little parasol. All right, let's do a countdown. I saw Dana was in there and Timmy's in there as well. So we're looking for 11 or more on the little hanky little tissue parasol. So cute. All right, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit in. There's 8. There's 8 vintage tissues in there. They're all in there.
I want to know how they attached it. They didn't put a hole in the hanky, did they? You don't.
No, it's all like how it's folded, and then the fold on the inside is, so I can feel on the inside there's like a coffee stir.
Gotcha.
That's holding the chenille stem inside. Okay. And then the straight pins go inside of the coffee stir. That's how it's held in the middle.
Wow.
All the little fold lines, the little straight pins. I don't know. It's I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out the engineering to this because I want to try and make one. All right. There is the bid end from Kim. Thank you so much. All right. Nikki was in there at 11. Dana back in at 12. Nikki had a just in case. So Nikki, it's yours for 13. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $15. I bought a few collections of postcards. So it was a small series. I don't have everyone in the series, but you'll get a good majority of them. So you're going to get all of these for 15. These are by Arthur Capper. There is a little bit of wear to these postcards, but they are all from 1909, okay? So, but they are kind of follies. They're kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I think they're really fun. So they all have been used. I think they're American. I think they're printed in the USA, and they're all really fun. And they're actually, I'll call them courting couples. So
is this a lot, Jason?
Yep, 15. You're getting them all. You're getting them all for 15, okay? So you'll get them all for $15. They are postcards from 1909, so they measure about 3.5 by 5.5, and they do have a little bit of wear, but they are very fun to frame. Some of these alone can sell for $20. So I thought I would test the waters and see. We'll start them low, and we'll see how they go. So KP's in at 15. So this one is used and dated September 18th of 1909. This fun couple here, Victorian-style couple, turn of the century, it says, "Love will find the way." So you can see that they kissed and it blew his hat right off. There is a little bit of wear to the corner right there. But again, some of these are a little uncommon. So that's going to be the first one you're going to get. This is going to be the second one you're going to get, this fun courting couple. You can see as I get close, they're both using straws in this drink that they're drinking. And then it says, "Love's fond dream, 1 glass and 2 straws." So again, it's not like haha funny. It's just, it's got a little twist to whatever saying is on the bottom. So this one was used as well. This one was used in September 5th of 1909. So this is going to be the second one you're going to get. So Jasmine, I see you're 16. We're looking for 17 or more. This will be the third one you get. And this one says, "I've got something sweet to tell you." So it's this fun little couple. And a couple of these have the same milking, the milking girl and fella in it. And again, you can see There she is on the boat. He's helping her off. This one was used in January 10th of 1909 by a different person, and then it actually has the postmark on the back. So MJ's in at 17. This is part of sort of a series. It's still the Milkmaid, and this one says, "The sweetest story ever told." So you have this fun courting couple here, turn of the century. And again, you'll get the whole entire series. Hello, Critter Girl. You're getting at least 5 of the series. I'm going to try to research the rest to try to tell you guys how many are in it, but at least you're getting 5, and they'll be different. So once I sell like this set, this is it. And then this is probably my favorite. So you have this couple here kissing, and then this is the cream separator. I just think it's really fun. And again, there you can see on the back, it was used, but it was not sent. So we're in at 17. We're looking for 18. You'll get this one. And again, they are all copyrighted down here on the bottom. 1909. This is the second one you're going to get. KP is in at 18. Again, these would look fun, especially when you have 5 of them like this. You could put them all in a frame. You could frame them individually. This one's a good one too, especially the 2 drinking out of a straw. And then this was the one we started with. So we're looking for 19 or more. And again, you'll get all 5. Let's count them down just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. We're looking for 19 or more. The bid end from Kim. Thank you so much, Kim. The cream separator. I think it's really fun. Really cute. These would be good for Valentine's Day next year.
That's a great series.
It's just a fun series. So there is our bid end. Thank you so much. So it looks like with KP, Jasmine, they're coming to you. And Jasmine, I don't know if I've sold to you before or not with these different names. I feel
she's
like
been here with us before, but it's just been a
feel like
little
I've
while.
sold to you. Okay, but
Yeah.
if I don't have your info, please just resend it. I'd appreciate it. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Congrats, Jasmine. All right, I'm going to get us both up here. So we are going to go into our recap. So we'll bring back some items that we showed the first time. Maybe I know a lot of people have been popping in and out tonight. So we'll bring back those items one more time. If you're watching on the replay, you can always email us and check if something is still available. And these are going to be quick claim items when we show them. But because of the lag, we'll give it a moment. If we do see more than one person come in to claim the same item, we will turn it back into a short bid round to break any ties. And just in case this can be in play, just like a regular round. So just make sure to type in the item plus the price if it's something that you want to claim so that we know what you're trying to claim. All right. I think we both have things to recap tonight. So I have 2 things. Jason, do you want me to do mine?
Go ahead, Amy. Go right ahead.
All right. Okay. I have 2 things. I had from my Westmoreland butterfly round. I did have the green one. This is satin glass made by Westmoreland, no chips. This was 10. So you can do green 10. Green 10. It does not fluoresce or anything like that. It's just green satin glass. 10. So green 10 if you want to claim Mr. Butterfly. I see Chrissy is in there. All right, Chrissy. Just give it a second. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. I didn't say that earlier, but we appreciate you hanging out and being here with us. So Chrissy, I got you for the butterfly. Thank you so much. And the other thing was a butterfly thing too. I had my clip-on butterfly with the postcard here. This is not an antique postcard, although it is vintage at this point, 1997, with a little kind of pixie gal. And so ceramic clip-on butterfly, which I clip to the postcard and then it stands on its own for a little ephemera holder. This was also 10. So you can do clip 10. How about clip 10? That's easier to type than butterfly. Clip 10 for that if you want to claim that. and that was what I had. Thank you all so very much. I will get Jason pulled over. There we go.
All right. I had my homemade Humpty Dumpty little pajama bag. I think he's very cute. He's going to be definitely one of a kind. Very clean, probably from somewhere between the 30s to the 1950s. He's 14 inches tall by 15 inches wide. If anybody is interested in him, you can put bag 12. I mean, come on. This is so Magpie Ethel. Couldn't you see her having like 20 of these?
I totally can. Yes.
Like, this absolutely is so Magpie Ethel. And his little polka dots, they're pink. I hope that was reading. They're pink. And then he's got like a little periwinkle bow tie. I love the fact that his eye, like the eyes here are all a little different. So he would be bag 12. I'm bag 12 if anybody is interested in him. Nobody likes my poor little bag. I think he's so stinking cute. So bag 12. Then I had my silver overlay vase, signed Czech. There you go. Now you can see what she looks like with her wig on. It measures 4.5 inches tall by 5.5 inches wide. It is signed on the bottom, Czech. So you can see it is signed, and that's going to be vase 20.
And you couldn't make out what the other signature was on the bottom?
No, I can't. I didn't even see it before I went live.
Because I do think the top says Czech, but I can't. I tried to read it too, and I couldn't make it out.
And I can't make out. Can you make it out what it says? Hold, please. My assistant is going to check and see if she can see what it says. I didn't even see that. That just
says Czech.
Yeah, the top says Czech. I can't see what.
It's Czechoslovakia.
Did they abbreviate it?
Oh, they just split it.
So they broke it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hyphenated.
Slovakia on the bottom.
So it's yep. And usually I don't see it signed like that. Usually they just sign it Czech. So again, the vase is 20. If you want the vase, you can put vase 20. And then I had the perfume that's also signed Czech. Perfume, the silver overlay should clean up. Jason, I would, yes. The only thing I will say, Karen, if you guys try to polish this, that's so thin on there, you'll polish it off. So this, I don't know that I would polish too much of that, because if you start to polish that, you're going to take it off. But you could do a light polish if you want to. So, and then if you want the perfume is 25. Just put perfume 25. But I will say that they're going to go to the shop tomorrow. So if anybody wants them, you have to email me like overnight. If not, they're going to go to the store because I can. MJ, you're smart, MJ. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That's a great purchase. Good. Thank you, MJ.
Yeah, I would say like a jewelry polishing cloth. You just wouldn't want to rub too hard with it. Yeah. Because usually it's so thin. Like the overlay things are so
thin. Right. You're right, Amy and Karen, both of you. Yep. Thank you, MJ.
Congrats, MJ. That's gorgeous. Okay. So yes, you can always email and check if something is still available. And we're going to move into our community share tonight. So before we do that, thank you to Kim for bid ending for us tonight, Kim. Filling in for Karen. And thank you, Karen and Gavin, for popping in when you could. We appreciate that so much. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. And I did see some emails come in with some information while we were live. So thank you. But if you purchased something tonight, or maybe it's been a while, it's always good to just send it again. It's easy for us to find it when we do go to do our packing and invoicing. I will be sending mine out tomorrow. So I will just send an email to you when, yes, the storm is done, Migs, for now. I think we're supposed to get another round after midnight. Some more storms are supposed to roll through, but yeah, it's quiet out there right now. So tomorrow you'll hear from me at some point tomorrow. And Jason, is Tina doing what now?
Saturday.
Friday?
Yep. They'll go out Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
No. And Tina is not doing Friday night this week.
Tina's not doing Friday?
Nope, okay. Not this week. Nope. Okay.
All right. I'm going to get our screen moved around. There we go. Just trying to find the right one. Okay. So I have just two photos tonight from KP. I did see I have some more photos to work with. So thank you so much, you guys, for sending some more photos in. And I will work through those. I did have a couple to work with from a few weeks ago. So I have some St. Patrick's to get through and some Easter as well. So we'll get through those. So let's see. The first photo I have, and I don't know, KP, since KP's here in the chat, KP got this awesome antique ephemera page from me when I did the Easter sale with Heather a few weeks ago. I loved all the ephemera on this page. And I think it looks great with the bedding and that cat pillow. Oh my goodness. They like wanted to live together. I love that. They work perfect. And then the Easter photo that KP sent in here. KP has sent us some holiday photos from this tablescape before. The buffet in the back is absolutely gorgeous in that dark wood. Oh my. I love everything. KP, you decorate so nice.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. And there's just little things tucked all over the place. There's tiny little bunnies and there's tiny little eggs and postcards and ephemera and little ceramic things. And I like the flower and the use of the clear glass, or maybe it's crystal. It probably is crystal. That big Easter basket in the center. Really pretty. I love it. And the little doggy teapot that's up in the corner. And there's a cloche. I've looked at this photo a couple of times and I keep seeing things that I didn't see the first time around. So
I want to have high tea or afternoon tea.
I know, KP, we're all going to come over.
Like I want some of those dainty little sandwiches with no crust on, like little cookies. Like KP, are you sure you don't own like a B&B like this? This looks like so fancy. Like woo, bed and breakfast, man. That is
the teapot is from Heather. The teapot is from Heather. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember it now. Now that you say that, yeah, the little doggy teapot is from Heather. Yes. All right, wonderful decorating. I always love to see how you decorate with ephemera, KP, because it's always I just love to see it. So thank you for sending those in. Always, we love to be able to see what you guys do with the vintage and how you incorporate it in your home, and enjoy the things, because once we ship it away, like, you know, we never know until you guys show us what you do with it. And I always learn new things, like that I would never think to display something in a certain way. So we love that you guys can be part of our show too. We love that. All right. And if you guys, have your Easter goodies out before you put them away. If you want to send some more pictures or send us some pictures, here's our email, ShareMyFindsLive@gmail.com. Just make sure to include just a brief description to go along with photos. And if you want us to mention your name or not, you can be anonymous. That is totally fine as well. But before you pack your Easter away, or maybe you leave it out for the whole month of April, you know, a lot of people do, and that's totally fine too. Or some spring decor if you're getting that sort of thing out too. We would love to see it. So thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful rest of your week and weekend, and happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Sunday already. And then we'll see you back here next Thursday for Fantastic Finds at 8 p.m. Eastern next Thursday. All right. Have a wonderful night, you guys. And if you're in the stormy weather, have a safe evening. All right. Good night, you guys. Thank you. Bye.